Yeah, we're live now. Hold on. Let me spread. Let me spread this. What's going on with it? Matter of fact, while I'm doing this, Dan, go ahead and give them your information.
Okay, yeah, you can find me on Instagram on Danky _ DP. That's DANKY _ DP. Then on Facebook, Danky DANKY and 4 feet FORFEE.
Hold on, more. It was less people when you said it. Go ahead and bless them one more time. Hold on.
Okay, my Instagram is Danky DANKY _ DP. And then my Facebook is Danky DANKY 4 feet. That's FORFEE.
Right. Somebody, you see what he said in the comment section, Dan?
Nah, I ain't looking what he say.
Talking about why they call you Danky, man. You stay with that loud?
Nah, man. My neighborhood used to call me Gangsta Dank. And then my mama's folks was named Banky. So I just took on the Danky after him.
Right. Right, let's get it right.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing about no loud with me. I don't even smoke it. I don't sell it.
Right. Let's get it right. Hold on.
Well, yeah, well, I'm gonna get it right too. I'm on and off with it, man. You know what I mean? But I ain't got no addicted personality, man, so I can quit when I want to.
Hold on.
And I'm trying to get to there. I'll go to the live chat. Let me see who said that weird shit.
All right, now they gonna come up in there and tell y'all ass up. You ain't talking right. Hold on, but Johnny Cash, Johnny.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead and tell him, bro.
Yeah, man, y'all can get at me on my IG at GOAT. It's GOAT _ Johnny Cash. And y'all go subscribe to their YouTube channel, man. I know I've been promising y'all a video, but I'm trying to, get some time with me and my brother to do something, put something together for my first video. So it's the only thing I'm waiting on is him to have time to present it with me. So y'all can get at me at my motherfucking YouTube at Johnny Cash 901. So go subscribe to that. You dig what I'm saying? And my Facebook is Taylor Made Johnny. I don't really be on the Facebook like that, but the IG, y'all can catch me live 2-3 times a day on that joint, really giving it up, you know what I mean? IG is GOAT _ Johnny Cash. One more time for y'all.
Right. Hold on. But let's get right into it. You already know when Sin don't come in with music, you already know the video got to be something serious. You know what I mean? You already know it's a very serious topic. And before I even start, because, just like when we spoke on, not eating pussy and some do, you know what I mean? Just like I've basically came in contact with a sexually transmitted disease. You know what I mean? But, according to, I'm going to allow P to go and speak for himself first. Go ahead, Dank.
As far as like having a sexual disease,
Yeah.
Man, me myself, man, I ain't never had that. I've been blessed, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna knock my wood, because, you know what I'm saying, I don't never want that to happen. But, see, my mom was of the game. So, you know what I mean, when I was coming up, she already knew I was out there, you know what I mean, at a young age. So, you know what I mean, at Christmas time, man, in my stocking, man, it was
packs of rubbers, condoms. You know what I'm saying? She already knew this when I was like 12. You know what I mean? She put it in my stocking. So since then, I've been like, no, like I'm scared. I'm scared to death. Like, man, I ain't had too much raw pussy. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? But I'd had a couple little scare tactics. You know what I mean? Bitches talking about, yeah, you gave me this, gave me that. Went to the thing, and I ain't had shit. The bitch just talking shit. She probably got it from something else, from somebody else. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? If you out there doing your thing, man, strap up, man. You know, she would. You know what I mean? If you ain't with your one person, you know what I mean? But even then, you can't even trust them. So I'll say strap.
Right. So God been merciful today, and He was more wiser and smarter, you know.
And all because of, you know why? Because I was scared. If I wouldn't have been scared, I probably, you know what I mean? There have been times when I was so tempted. And there's some times that I was so tempted, I went and did the damn thing, and I was still blessed about it, though. You know what I mean? I came out all good.
Right. Before I even ask Johnny Cash to speak and say what needs to be said, you know what I mean? There's 92 people watching and only 53 likes. Stop playing and stop disrespecting this game. Break yourself for them likes. Break yourself for them shares. You know what I mean? This is an important subject. Many young people need to be blessed to see this. They need to hear this. It's so many young people looking at different representatives with glossy eyes. They've seen certain documentaries. They've seen certain DVDs. But what we're talking about tonight, that's not a popular subject in DVDs, movies. You know what I mean? This is not something that people just are quick to reveal. You know what I mean? That they came in contact with a sexually transmitted disease. Okay? So, you know, of course, everybody quick to, you know, count the money or, you know, talk about their first time when they got chose or, you know what I mean, this and this. But this subject right here, not too many. You know what I mean? And like I said, damn near every subject that you could think of has been talked about on here. You don't hear pimps talking about their first time getting knocked. They tell you about when they first knocked a bitch, but they ain't gonna tell you about when they got knocked, and they definitely ain't gonna tell you when they first came in contact with a sexually transmitted disease. And that's out of the lifestyle and in the lifestyle. But go ahead, Johnny, man, what you got to say about this topic?
Well, you know, Johnny Cash gonna tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Always.
And it's a serious topic, you dig what I'm saying? And I did fall victim, you know, and I'm gonna let this be known. This was my behavior before the game. You dig what I'm saying? But it happened. And if y'all got a minute, I'm gonna share the story with you, you know. Like I tell some people that's familiar with me, you know, I was kind of fast as a youngster, you know, having money, doing my little thing. So this was my transition, you know, with my little dope boy days from being a small fry to being a heavy. Okay, I moved out my mom's house, you know, I'm feeling myself. I moved into the projects with my first cousin. So over there, you know, I'm 14 years old.
Right.
I'm having money, you know, I'm getting to do what I want to do. So she in the project, so she got all these fine ass bitches running in at the house. You know, they digging me, man. I'm a young nigga, I'm talking plenty shit, I'm staying fresh every day. You understand me? You know, some future pimping, you dig what I'm saying? But anyway, all the little friends, they feeling me, man. So this is one particular friend she got named Michelle. Now keep in mind, I'm knocking all my little high school little bitches down. I'm knocking them down, man. I'm lining them up, I'm knocking them down. But this Michelle bitch, she grown, you know what I mean? She like 24, 25, she just had a fresh little baby. Okay, I want Michelle, you dig what I'm saying? So I'm shooting at Michelle, I'm shooting at her. So Michelle finally give on in and give me that pussy, man. You dig what I'm saying? Now I knocked off back to back 2 days in a row. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So after I knocked off, I go home. I go back to my neighborhood. So I get a phone call from my cousin like, hey man, you alright, cuz? I'm like, yeah, baby, I'm alright, what's happening? Oh man, you know, Michelle been trying to get in touch with you. And I'm like, man, fuck Michelle, I ain't fucking with her, I'm good. She like, no, cuz. What's up? What's happening? She like, man, your mama said, man, she went to get a checkup like a couple days after y'all fuck with her. and she had some of them old boys. Now, here come my ignorant ass cousin. Now, she said, she saw some of them old boys. I'm like, old boys? What you talking about? Cause she saw some of them old boys on her cuz. I'm like, old boy, cuz, what the fuck is you talking about? Cuz, man, she said she had crabs, cuz. And she said, cuz, I'm gonna keep it real, cuz. Now, you have been, scratching a little bit.
Damn.
Like, cuz, you have been scratching this shit a little bit. And P, when she said that I was standing up, I can remember I was standing up in my kitchen. I almost faint, P, because I'm thinking back now to all this shit that I ain't paying attention to. Now, keep in mind, I was living with my cousins. I got my upstairs room upstairs. So, in this time, this particular time in Memphis, it's like it's rained a lot. It's rained. So it's like, nigga, I would get upstairs, man, I would get in my bed, and I would just be itching like a motherfucker down there, right? So I just open up the window, man, and the breeze come in, I'm just scratching like a motherfucker, right? So anyway, to make a long story short, so I'm thinking about all this shit that I ain't been paying no attention to.
Now
So she like,
don't make a long story short, bro. We got nothing but time for you. Go ahead.
Okay, check it out. So she say, yeah, cuz, you have been scratching a lot, cuz, I just ain't saying nothing, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, cuz, you sure know what to say, man. She like, cuz, I'm finna come pick you up. So she come pick me up, B, and she bring me back to her house. She said, cuz, I tell you what you do, cuz. She say, go in the bathroom, take some soap, and lather this shit up in your hand real good, and lather it up down there, and just scratch it. Just let it foam up and just scratch down there, cuz. And I went in there, man, and I did that shit, P. And when I pulled my hands up, I swear to God, I fell to my knees. Man, I was infested with these motherfuckers. I'm talking about to give the people a visionary of what I'm talking about. Visualize my hands, both of my hands full of soap, and you just take a handful of black pepper and toss it into my hand. I was infested with these motherfuckers, P. So I fall to my knees, cuz coming in like, damn, cuz, you all right? I'm like, nah, man, call my mama. Now I'm like, call my mama now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, call now to me, those. I'm to the fast talk, man, call my mama. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll never forget it, man. Rest my mama's soul. She was working. I called at work. I said, hey, mom, you gotta come get me. She was like, man, what's going on? You know I'm working. I said, man, one of these girls gave me crabs. My mom said, you ain't coming to my house with the motherfucker. And hung the phone up on me.
Hell no. You ain't coming to my motherfucking house, nigga. Hell no.
So at the time, she was dealing with a much younger guy. His name was Elmo.
I can see your mama doing that. Go ahead.
So at the time, my mother was in a relationship with this younger guy.
Right.
He went by the name of Elmo, which he worked on the same job as her.
Right.
So I can remember him calling me right back. Like, hey, what's up, Johnny? What's going on, man? Yeah, man. Your mama told me what was going on, man. Hey, man, don't even worry about it, man. I've been through that before, too, man. I'm gonna come get you right now, man. I'm gonna stop by Walgreens. I'm gonna get you something. And I'm like, man, come on, right now, Elmo, please. Right, I'm panicking, P. I'm literally panicking about damn near one step from crying. So check it out. Elmo pull up, man. He give me a little box. The A2000. I don't know if anybody y'all hip to A2000. It's for crabs, lice, and all that shit. So Elmo said, I tell you what you do, Johnny. You go in here, man. You gonna run you some bath water, man. Hot as you can stand it, man. And he say, man, you put this shit here everywhere you got her at, man. You just put it in there and you let that shit sit, bro. And you know, woo. So he said, man, I mean, hit everywhere you got her at. And I did it. So I'm like, no, Mo, this ain't gonna be enough. I need some more. Gonna be another bottle. So he go back and get 2 more bottles. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to see what this is pulling up in my house. he go get 2 more bottles, right?
Right.
And when he get these 2 more bottles, I take them, man. I'm talking about I go from the rooter to the tutor with the A2000. But keep in mind, I'm running the bath water, right? And I get in this hot tub of water, and man, oh my God, man, when I sat down in this water, see, I'm talking about, man, it was something that's like from a horror movie. Man, them motherfuckers floated to the top of that water.
Woo! Shit. God
They
damn.
floated to the top of the water like about 1,000, bro. You dig what I'm saying? And the thing back, I had these motherfuckers for a long motherfucking time, and I didn't even know it, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I'm 14, 15 years old. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So, man, I get out the water, and I got chills running through my body. You know, by looking at this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I get out, let the water out, man. I'm talking about, man, this shit something like off a hard move, bro. So anyway, I repeat the process again. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So I call my cousin, I tell him, cuz I dig what I'm saying? I say, man, look, I'm gonna go strip that room down. You gotta throw away all that shit, man. I'm about some new letters and woo. So she like, cuz, I'm gonna let you do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You come on back over and do all that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, cuz, I'll be over there later on. So now I'm like, man, I'm a kid. Man. I'm like, who? Now this how naive I am. I'm calling every bitch that I done fucked off in the last 2, 3 weeks, month, whatever. I'm talking about, nigga, I'm going down a list of hoes.
Right.
Hey, bitch, check this out. Hey, bitch, check this out right here. When I see you, bitch, I'm gonna cut your throat. Hang the phone up. Hey, bitch, check this out, bitch. You gave me crabs, bitch. I'm gonna do something to you when I see you. I'm going down the list. Everybody. Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you off when I see you, bitch. You gave me crap. I'm going down the list, bitch. So finally, I get to the little broad that I'm really fucking with the most. And I tell her, she's like, hold on, what are you talking about? I hung up on her. She called right back. She was like, man, I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't even know how to tell you that, you know, I was wearing my cousin PE clothes and I called them from my cousin, but I didn't think you had them, so that's why I didn't say nothing. It's for real. For real, so you just didn't say nothing. You been had these motherfuckers. You know about me not saying nothing. You know I didn't have them. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Bitch, I got you. I still got you. You still don't get no pass. You dig what I'm saying? I got you. But anyway, make a long story short, man. Like I say, not to make a long story short, but I didn't have nobody like Duncan said to speak to me about sex and using rubbers and, you know, taking precautionaries and shit like that. I just went started going in head first. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
I everything by trial and error. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I didn't even know what a rubber was till I was about 14, 15 years old. Or knew what a condom was. This nigga still wasn't wearing them. You dig what I'm saying? Because I wasn't educated on it.
Right.
Yeah, so, you know, any listeners, man, if y'all got kids, teenagers, or whatever, man, talk to them about it. Like I do my kids. I'm open with them about this shit. You know, about all this shit, on how to use condoms, how to put it on right, how to, you know what I mean, prevent. If a little girl pull her pants down, she got a smell. That's something you don't want to fuck with, son.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I'm educating my sons up on all this shit. Just because the broad look good don't mean that she clean. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I say, even my 13-year-old son, I said, now, son, you may think because a female 13, she okay. Nah, man, you got uncles and cousins and shit that's molesting these girls and having sex with these girls. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And they coming up with all kind of STDs and shit, don't even know it because they getting it from older dudes that's fucking around with them as supposed to. And then here you come stick your little dick in them and now you fucked up. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm getting it to my kids raw and I cut like if I gave to me. I gave my 13-year-old, he turned 13, I gave him car. You feel what I'm saying? My older son, I've been putting him up on guy. That's something I didn't have. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, you giving it to him, man.
Right down the motherfucking crabs, man.
Right. Man, did you now? Let me ask you this before I get into. Hold on. Let me block this character. There we go.
Exactly.
There we go. Ooh, that block button just be working. Thank you, Lord. But did you have you ever came in contact with anything else? You know what I mean? With after this, or that was your final call?
You know, that was my first and last encounter with anything else. You dig what I'm saying? Now, I will tell y'all another scare I had early on in the game. You know what I mean? And you know, a pimp partner of mine named Fabulous out of Memphis. This is my first beginning of my career. It's a story that I'll never forget, man. He knocked two broads from St. Louis, and he wanted to split them up. So he called me like, hey, Cash, man, I got this broad for you, man. You dig what I'm saying? He said, man, the broad been in my household like almost 30 days now, but it's like her and this bitch, they plot. You dig what I'm saying? I need to split them up. I'm like, okay, cool. That's what's happening. I interview the bitch. So I go interview this bitch. She came, man. Listen, I never forget it. The broad name was S3xually out of St. Louis. I never forget the name, never forget the face. Little short bitch with braces, man. She was bow-legged. I mean, bow-legged as you can think of a person that's bow-legged. She was like damn near uniform bow-legged. You feel what I'm saying? Fine as a motherfucker now. So I get the bra, you know what I mean, my first week. She throwing numbers, you know what I mean? And she kept prancing her little ass around naked and shit. That's why I got the terminology like, look, bitch, ain't no tricks up here. Put some motherfucking clothes on, bitch. Fuck you trying to entice around here. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
But see, I'm glad that I took that kind of persona on when it comes to hoes. You dig what I'm saying? And fresh bitches in my house. So this about the second week of me having the bitch, Bam called me back. Like, hey, P, what's happening, man? Hey, what you doing? I'm like, man, I ain't doing anything. Like, man, you still got that bitch over there? I'm like, yeah, P, the bitch still over here, P. He's like, P, she around? I'm like, yeah. He's like, step out the room. So I step out the room, and Bam like, hey, P, man, you know, when I first got the bitch, man, I took them hoes, got them checked out. I'm like, okay, yeah, what's happening? He said, hey, man, that bitch got HIV. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, P, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? The bitch got that package, P. I'm like, oh my God. So instantly I go right in there, hey, come on, holler at me, little mama. I'm like, man, what's your jacket, man? Saying, man, my people just called me, man. And said that your shit came back, man. You got that shit. Man, bro, I broke down, right? She said, man, I knew it. You know what? So now here go the big story. Now I guess back in the 90s, in the late 80s, early 90s, it was a family, like some like four brothers of drug dealers out of St. Louis. Anybody familiar with St. Louis gonna know this story is true. And I guess these dudes were like some heavies in the neighborhood. And they was going around knocking all the strippers, all the bad bitches. They was fucking every bitch that was going. They was knocking them down, paying for the pussy. They was buying pussy. They think they was fucking how it came to them. But all of those niggas was HIV positive. It was four brothers or four cousins or some shit. And there was some heavies in the neighborhood. And that's how the bitch got this shit right there. You dig what I'm saying? And the bitch, I can remember her crying, man, just crying like a motherfucker. And she was like, man, what does this mean now? What does this mean? Oh, baby, I can't tell you. Oh, you got to go home. No, I don't want to go home. Please, please, please. You're going to have to have sex with me. You don't have to have sex with me. I just want to be here with you. I want to be here with you. No. I'm like, no, baby, that ain't part of the game. You know what I mean? Because I can't just think about myself, and I got to think about the whole safety. I got to think about, you know, you're a product. I can't serve a product that's fucked up.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That shit come back on me. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't want my name associated with nothing like this. You feel what I'm saying?
Come on.
And she just cried even harder then, man. She cried even harder. And at that moment, man, I felt the pain, man. Look, this little bitch, 19 years old, man. You dig what I'm saying? I'm like, man, your life pretty much over with, man. You dig what I'm saying? And shit, man. I packed her up, man. You know, gave her some extra money to put in my pocket, paid for a ticket, and I ain't saw Bron from that day to this one, man. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't saw her, heard from her, I ain't seen her on social media, and that was like 97, 96 type shit. You know what I'm saying?
19 years old.
Man.
Just got here.
19
My God.
years old, man. I'm talking about, man, fine as fall, her, man. You dig what I'm saying? Now, if a nigga hadn't been, you know, baptized into this pimping the right way, it was on some sinister, you know, lusty type shit, you know, a nigga would have probably hit that kid. You dig what I'm saying? So I pat myself on the back by being as disciplined as I was about holding that persona as what I represented as pimping. You understand what I'm saying? Even though she tried it, she bounced her little bow-legged ass around and did all kind of little plays. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And I can remember checking her 2 or 3 times, like, look, bitch, put some clothes on, bitch. Nobody want to see that.
Right.
Bitch, I'm going to tell you one more time, quit doing that, bitch. Ain't no tricks up in here. I don't want to see all of that. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but you know, I thank God. There wasn't nothing but God right there looking out, man. You dig what I'm saying?
You know God
There
love
wasn't
you.
nothing but God, man. Oh, for sure, man. You know, and I told my dad this story. He was like, well, son, you know, I gave you back to God when you was a baby, man. He said, man, you got a blessing on you, man. It's just going to be with you for as long as you live, man. That a lot of stuff is going to pass you. You know, you're going to be fortunate enough to come out of a lot of situations that other people don't come out of. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And I never understood what he was saying until I got older, about him saying when I was like days old, and he gave me back to God. He took me to church and gave me back to God. I never knew what he meant by that until I got a little older. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
But to let all the listeners know, man, that shit is real, man. That shit is real, man. That shit is real. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, motherfucker may have some funny moments in this video, man, but everything I'm saying is the truth, the whole truth, and not but the truth, man. Shit get real out here, man. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
It's bigger than crabs, it's bigger than gonorrhea. Hey, man, you got some shit that ain't gonna be no coming back from. You dig what I'm saying? That they gonna be stuck with for the rest of his days. You dig what I'm saying?
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
And ask yourself, man, is that 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or anything, you know, is it worth a lifetime of pain? Is it worth, you know...
No, is it worth losing your life and time? Shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's that 100. Now, as far as my young dumbass go, y'all got to remember, those of you that just, you know, came to the channel, you just newly subscribed, you know what I mean? You probably don't know my whole biography and things like that. But before I came to Vegas, I was in the city of Chicago. You know what I mean? And of course, at that time, I had just dropped out of school. I came to Vegas on the 30th of April, 2005. So once I hit Vegas, 2005, April 30th, I'm 21. You know what I mean? But prior to that, that's what I didn't get into, you know, because a lot of people was like, damn, you know what I mean? You was having sex like that, man, from 05 to 07 until I got into the lifestyle. I was on a fucking spree. You know what I mean? And one of the major reasons why I was like that is because I came out of church. You know what I mean? I had gotten involved with God, and I'll speak about how I backslid, and you know what I mean, in another video. But for years, you know what I mean, those that know me from the city of Chicago, you know that I'm not lying. When I was about God, I was truly about God, period. You know what I mean? No girlfriend, no fornication, no masturbation, no profanity, no carnality, nothing contrary to anything that was godly. If it wasn't exalting God, I ain't had nothing to do with it. So, of course, when I backslid, you know what I mean, and came into the streets, you know what I mean, it's time to have sex, man. I'm trying to hit I'm trying to have fun, man. I'm trying to hit damn near everything. I'm trying to pick up the pieces, baby. So, you know what I mean, not only did I come out, but I left, you know what I mean, Chicago. So now I'm in Vegas, where, you know what I mean, sex is omnipresent. And we got 212 people in here. I told you, man, you know what I mean? Stop disrespecting this game. It's 211 people in here. Hit the like button, hit the share button. You know what I mean? It's too many young people that really need to hear this message. But so I come down to Vegas, man, you know what I mean? And I'm damn near fucking something every night. And plus when I ended up meeting Sammy and Cornell and I get involved, you know what I mean, in this lounge group that I'm in, we sitting over there singing damn near every night. And anybody that's ever been in the R&B group, you know what I mean, especially in Vegas, if you're singing in the lounges, you get to stay in the hotel for free. So when them ladies after the show, you know what I mean, that one that was looking at you, staring at you, you know what I mean, you caught her looking at your dick print or something like that, or while you was performing, she might have felt on the dick, you know what I mean, it's like, I mean, that bitch gonna end up paying for that. And you know what I mean, it became usual and normal. And it got to the point, man, where I was having, you know what I mean, a lot of unprotected sex. And I thought that, you know what I mean, I'm the trophy of God. God ain't gonna let nothing happen to me, man. I'm cool. Plus, you know what I mean, the certain women that I be dealing with, you know, they ain't gonna have nothing, man. I'm all good, man. I'm cool. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I'm fucking wives. I'm fucking motherfuckers' girlfriends. I'm having fun, man. You know what I mean? I'm in Vegas. I'm having fun like a motherfucker. So, you know what I mean? Make a long story short, from 05 to 07, because me and my partner, I was like, man, it really did stop once the nigga got into the game. But prior to getting in the game, man, it got to a point, man, damn near every day, or at least every other day, man, at least 2, sometimes 3 broads. You know what I mean? So I was just trying to make up for lost times. So when I came in the lifestyle and not having the game, not having, you know what I mean, mentors, you know what I mean? Like the scripture says, in a multitude of counsel, there is safety. And I did not have that covering. So by me being idiotic and young, foolish, brutish, I'm moving, you know what I mean, still like that. I still, once I got into the game, I still had a lot of my square ways about me. So of course, once I learned about the power and the liberty that a P has, you know what I mean, bras that I was knocking, I was doing just a whole bunch of stupid shit. Having sex, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas, you know what I mean, their whole dream, especially squares, is to have a threesome. You know what I mean? But my young 23-year-old ass, I'm having sixsomes. I'm having fun. You know what I mean? I'm just all out here. I'm having fun. You know, and I told you guys about, you know, of course, my mouthpiece wasn't equivalent to what it is now. But at the same particular time, man, the hottest club in Vegas, nigga, was the OPM. Okay? Nigga, if you couldn't get no pussy in the OPM, nigga, it had to be because you was gay, but it was so many fine ass bitches in the club, you know what I'm saying? Like, after you finish, you know, you might bring your gay ass in there, and this might be a transformation or something. And the OPM was the shit in Vegas, okay? Motherfuckers knew if they wanted some pussy, all you had to do was bring your ass to OPM. Nigga, the OPM had such a big spirit of fornication in there that you didn't even sometimes have to go in the club, nigga. You just sit outside the club, nigga. You got to have bitches with gang banging booties and titties all over the motherfucker, right? So, make a long story short, the broad that I ended up knocking, I don't know if I remember telling you guys that, but I had a broad, a little Samoan broad, you know what I mean, that my brother actually used to fuck on. You know what I mean? She wasn't the first bride to ever pay me. It was actually the little Ebony bride, but me and her didn't last long because she was older than me and she was trying to tell me the way she wanted to run things. And you know, anybody that know me, I'm arrogant, egotistical and things like that. And I ain't gonna let no man tell me nothing. And I sure ain't about to take instructions from no bitch. I don't give a fuck how long you been in the game. Just young. And I sit up there, you know what I mean, and come up on the little Samoan bride. You know, she used to mess with my brother. But the time that I did come up, because, you know, around this time it's 2007, it's June. S3xually had already been in the game almost like 2 months before me, okay? But, you know, everybody knew that, you know, I was singing in the lounges, and before S3xually got into the game, S3xually was rapping. So once S3xually got into the game, everybody see him stop rapping. You know what I mean? He just cold turkey, went into the pimping. You know what I mean? And we would see each other, you know what I mean, every now and then, you know, but we started chopping it up. I see that he had got serious. But making a long story short, nigga, Freeze ended up knocking a bitch. Rest in peace to my nigga. YT ended up knocking a bitch. Slim had some bitches. You know what I mean? And we all used to hang in front of the 7-Eleven. Those in Vegas, you already know what I'm talking about on the strip. And nigga, it was like everybody had a bitch. Because, you know, Nice had went back to New Orleans. That was my nigga. I don't want to make this too long. But, you know what I mean? We sitting over there in front of the 7-Eleven, man. Niggas is counting traps. Niggas is talking about, you know what I mean, about where they about to go shop and shit like that. And that's just the way that I was, man. You know what I mean? I love my niggas. I fuck with my niggas, but shit, ain't nobody fucking with Sinful to P. So, man, I was on charge. And plus, I told you I just left the little Ebony bitch alone. So, I ended up going to, you know what I mean, the bus station. Because everybody know, man, once you leave the strip, man, you got to hit the Greyhound. You know what I mean? You got to hit the Greyhound. You got to hit the Experience. You got to go to the airport. You got to go to the DTC. And that's where I went, man, the DTC, to see if they had anything for me, right? So I sit up there, go to the DTC. I see this tall Samoan with long ass hair. You know what I mean? And like I had to have this. Plus she had looked me in my eyes. And everybody know my brother. He's a known blood in Vegas. You know what I mean? They know him. You know what I mean? And girls know what he known for. So if my brother been with a bitch, she done been freaked, as we used to say, because he was nasty. You know what I mean? My brother's nasty. But I see the bitch, she see me, and instantly, I knew that this was gonna be my bitch. Without a word or any of that, I knew by the way that I looked at her, the way she looked at me, spirit, no spirit, I said, this is gonna be my bitch. And, you know, she was messing with my nigga at the time. I don't want to say his name, because that's really who she had got it from. You know what I'm saying? He was a gang-banging ass nigga too, but the nigga could sing, he could rap, you know what I mean? So we used to sit up there, man, and do songs and shit. But he had a thing for, he was just fucking anything that was moving. You know what I mean? And when I say fucking everything that's moving, I'm talking about fine and attractive. This nigga was sitting up there fucking bitches that look like barracudas, you know what I mean, Mookie Blaylocks and all type of motherfucking shit. So, you know what I mean, she had got it from him. So when she, that day, fast forwarding, I ended up having a bitch. We ended up chopping it up. You know what I mean? She ended up having me. That's another video. But we together, I'm sending her. I'm having a little money. But nigga, I'm fucking every day. Nigga, I got a residence in this bitch mouth. Her pussy. I'm not gonna sit up there and cut no corners with y'all. Nigga, I'm fucking every day. And because I was so young and energetic, we talking about that 23-year-old, 183 pound, 32-inch waist, Sinful to P, waving the hair for each day of the motherfucking year. Nigga, me and Freeze used to go 4 to 5 days, nigga, without sleeping. So, you know what I mean? When she already knew, a bitch already knew as soon as she come through, you know what I mean? She about to break herself, and because I'm young, she already know I'm about to attack her. You know what I mean? I ain't about to sit up there and tell no stories on the bitch. You know what I mean? Simple was a young, freaky motherfucker. You know what I mean? I come up in that shower, anything, bitch, I'm tearing you up. You know what I'm saying? And plus, she ain't say nothing about it because she was a freaky motherfucker too. But this is the thing, though. I'm having fun. I'm doing my thing. But I'm under the impression, because I done gave her instructions, you know what I mean, to use protection, that I'm all right. So I'm having unprotected sex with this bitch. She sucking my dick raw. I'm going in that pussy raw. Nigga, I'm having fun, nigga. I'm sitting over there having fun. And, you know what I mean? It was to the point, man, that bitch, right? Like, I remember when I told you niggas that some bitches give head and some bitches give washing machine? Nigga, this bitch gave washing machine and baptism. Remember when I told you that some bitches can suck your dick to the point where you got to file for sperm bankruptcy, to the point where it's just, sometime a bitch can suck your dick or fuck you so good where it's just a bubble coming out, and then sometimes there's nothing coming out. Nigga, it was nothing coming out, man. Sometimes that bitch will have me walking so weak to the bathroom. So, you know, I'm young, man, and I'm just having fun, man. But one day, man, I wasn't having such fun. I never forget, because I remember this like it happened 2 seconds ago. Now, of course, I got to tell it like it is. We wasn't fucking every other day. We was fucking every day. And I go to the bathroom and it's a little pain, man, you know? And everybody, and by me being so healthy, see, the bitch wasn't feeling anything. She wasn't feeling no symptoms. But you gotta remember, I'm a guy and I'm healthy. So as soon as I caught it, it was like instant. So, you know, when I pissed, man, I noticed, man, you know, this shit wasn't cool, man. What's going on around this motherfucker, man? You know, what's wrong with my dick? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, the devil coming against this pimping. So I sat up there, I'm like, God damn, you know, I was like, maybe I got a something going on, man. I don't know. Maybe I need to drink some water. Yeah, that's it. I need to drink some water because I was still drinking pop at the time. So I said, maybe I need to drink some water. So I drink some water. I'm keep drinking water, but every time that I would go to the bathroom, nigga, I'm stinging, nigga. I'm burning like a motherfucker. It's just getting worse and worse. And now, common sense, I know I got something. So, you know what I mean? I sit up there and I hit the bitch. You know what I mean? What's happening? What's going on with you? Oh, just call it a day, nigga. Because she not feeling no pain. But I am, nigga. Every time that my dick, nigga, would get on hard, nigga, I was in pain like a motherfucker. So I call the bitch, you know what I mean? And I'm like, man, what's going on? Woo, woo. Okay, yeah. But I need to holler at you though. When you sit up there and finish that, you need to come see me. I need to holler at you about something ASAP. Okay, cool. So, you know, when I see the bitch, cause you know this the young Sinful P. This not the smooth. No, I sit up there instantly. Bitch, you didn't sit up there and burnt the pimping, bitch. I didn't burnt you. What do you mean I didn't burnt you? Now, remind you now, those of you that know Vegas, you know what I mean. I'm inside the Golden Spike on the Fremont. I'm in the Fremont area on the Golden Spike when Golden Spike used to be $27 a day for a motherfucking room, nigga. And I sit up there and I tell the bitch, I'm like, bitch, you trying to motherfucking burn this pimpin', bitch? You know how important I am? You stupid motherfucker. And she was like, what are you talking about? I like, you, bitch, you done sat up there and gave me something, bitch, something wrong with my dick. I'm sitting up here burning, bitch, every time I go to the bathroom, bitch, I'm burning like a motherfucker. What's wrong with my dick? So and the bitch like, I don't know what's wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with me. And I've never been, you know, burnt before. But I'm so embarrassed that I ain't calling no nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Philip Brandon Gilmore. I'm Sinful to P. I ain't about to tell nobody there's something wrong with me. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, like, I'm going to call a pimp and be like, yeah, P, man. Yeah, man, my dick over here burning, man. I'm having discharges, man. There's pus coming all out my motherfucking dick and shit, man. My dick is out of pocket right now, bro. My dick is out of pocket. Like, that's not a conversation you have with a pimp. So I don't know what to do. But, you know, me and my mom, we was like this. So, of course, when I sit up there and tell mama, she like, oh, my God. Oh, Lord. You know what I mean? Like, you know, oh, not my baby, Lord. Oh, no, I told you, son. I told you out in them streets. You out there messing with them girls. Oh, my God. Come back to, oh, Lord, Jesus. You know what I mean? Because, like I told you, nigga, I had that KC. Nigga, I had that Jodeci. Every time I would go to the bathroom, nigga, I had that, yeah. You know what I mean? Every time. So, you know what I mean? She was like, calm down. You need to go to the hospital. You know what I mean? Go ahead and check yourself in. And I was like, Mom, I don't know if I just sit up there, you know what I mean, and will it just go away? No, you gonna have to, you was bold enough to do whatever you was doing. You gotta be bold enough to walk your little backslidden self up in the hospital and go get checked out. That's what you need to do. So, you know what I mean? I wasn't listening to her. I was like, man, man, I can't go up in no hospital and tell this nurse, this stranger, and have my dick out and just be like, look, my dick fucked up. You know what I mean? What I'm gonna do? So, but the pain began to be unbearable. I never forget. This when I really knew I had to go to the hospital. We was going towards the strip. It was me and S3xually. We was campaigning. I was on the phone talking shit. I'm fine. I'm not feeling anything. But at the time, nigga, like I told you, when my dick would get on hard, nigga, the pain would just shoot. And this nigga S3xually was like, and you know, when you young, nigga, you know, your dick move every time the motherfucking air move, nigga. An old lady can hug you at church, nigga. You ain't even thinking like that, but the dick just be like, you know, the dick be gangbanging. And that nigga sat up there, and this nigga let the devil use him, man. That nigga said, oh my God, bro, look at that bitch. Damn, she thick as hell. God damn, anybody ever been around S3xually, when he see a bitch that's thicker in shape, you already know how he is, bro. You know, God damn, shit. And why did I sit up there and look at this bitch ass? Soon as I looked at this bitch ass, my dick just instantly, you know what I mean? Like holding up the fist, nigga, like, you know what I mean? On some black power shit. Nigga, I felt so much pain. I said, nah, this it. I don't give a fuck who I gotta see. I'm going to the hospital, man. I can't take this shit no more. You know what I mean? It got so motherfucking bad. You know what I mean? I got the drip drop. You know what I mean? Like I got Jerry curl juice and shit all up in my drawers. It's time to go to the hospital, man. I can't take this shit no more. So, and I told you, nigga, every time I was going to the bathroom, nigga, it was, yeah! You know what I mean? So I sit up there and go to the hospital. And I'm so embarrassed, you know what I mean? And they'll be right with you in a moment. And, you know, the lady sat up there and she came out. She was like, hello, I'm Nurse Poopy. You know, I'll never forget her name. Yeah, it was Nurse Poopy. She was like, step back here. And I got to give it to you exactly what she said now. Now, she got my dick in her hand. And when she seen the pus and all that bullshit coming out my dick, she sat up there and said, oh, ooh, shit. Ooh, that's what she said now. She didn't, wait a minute, the professionalism went out the window. She looked at my dick. She looked at my dick. I'm trying to tell you now, I'm not lying. I would not tell you no story. She lost all the professionalism. When I sat up there and pulled my dick out, and that woman seen all that pus, she said, ooh, shit. And this is what she said. I got to give it all to you now. I can't play with you. That woman had my dick in her hand, and she said, you've been messing with one of them Cali girls, haven't you? And I just got to keep it real. The bitch was from Cali, born and raised. She said, you was messing with one of them Cali girls, huh? I said, she from there, man. She's like, yeah, see, them we get guys, you know what I mean, big girls from Cali all the time. You know what I mean, coming in here, you gotta watch it and see. I could just tell that you a nice young man. You know what I mean? You probably got you a nice mother. You know what I mean? A nice family and things like that. And you came out here messing with these fast girls. Okay, baby, but I'm gonna have to stick this in there now. Like, well, you gotta stick what? She was like, I gotta stick this in there. Man, she took that Q-tip and sat up there and opened the mouth of my dick and went up in there. I was like, oh man, oh shit. You know what I mean? So she go all up in the motherfucker. You know what I mean? All in my dick, man. Just all in my dick. If that motherfucker was in there, man. Started an email address up in there, Snapchat account up in that motherfucker, some more shit. So she in my dick. I'm feeling the most pain that I've ever felt in my motherfucking life. Besides, you know, get kicked in the balls or something when I was younger. And she sit up there. She's like, and after she was like, now, after she finished, she's like, now you can't, I don't know, you know, how busy you be out. This is her word. She was straight to the point and she was just being, you know, herself with me. I guess I, you know, gave her the vibe that she could do that. She said, you can't do nothing for 2 weeks. Okay? That's what you're supposed to do. But I would tell you to just go for a while. You know, because I could tell she knew from my spirit that this had never happened to me before. Like, of course, when I finally got over it, I got medicated, I talked to my niggas about it and shit like that. They had been through the shit before. So they could relate, but nigga, not me. You know what I mean? I think, man, listen, not me. That wasn't supposed to happen to me. So I was highly upset with the bitch. But because I came in with my dick with the bitch, you know what I mean? Of course, I had the bitch go get tested out so she could get medicated and everything like that. But after she got cleared, she thought that after basically getting medicated and not having gonorrhea no more, that, you know what I'm saying, that we were supposed to go back to having sex. And I'm just not that type of individual. You burned me. You already done burnt me. That's over. Only thing you get, bitch, is instructions, because you gave me destructions. So we can't even participate in that no more. You know what I'm saying? But I got to keep it all the way 100. I was the dumbass because I knew one of the homies that she was fucking with, and I knew how my nigga get down. Because he going to sit up there and fuck a 400-pound bitch. He going to fuck a bitch, you know what I'm saying, that look like Bruce. He gonna get down. And it's sad because he a pretty boy type nigga, but he still gonna get down. And I should have known by that shit wasn't cool, but I didn't have no, you know what I mean? I'm just moving, man. I'm having unprotected sex. I'm getting my dick sucked raw. I didn't Jay-Z the bitch like Jay-Z did, Superhead, you know, making him put the condom on. I didn't do none of that shit. I was just straight raw dogging. And I paid the piper. But I paid the piper like a motherfucker. So I ended up blowing the bitch and everything, you know, stopped. That's why we always say the way you start, the way you end. Now, when you start with pimping, the probability of you ending with pimping is very high. But when you come in like I did, because me and that bitch, we was fucking every day. But once that shit happened, no more dick. And once that bitch came to the realization that we was never going to have fornication again, man, that bitch left sin. That bitch sat up there, you understand me, and blew up. You know what I mean? Like the bomb did in New Jack City, nigga. She was gone giving another nigga the motherfucking whatever. But from that time on, I never have come across any sexually transmitted disease because I learned from my mistake. I got partners that be telling me they've been burnt 5 and 6 times. No, nigga. I am not that type of individual. So after that, you know what I mean? Because you had bitches that was used to getting that, and I already know the P's on the phone and the P's in the comment section. They know what I'm talking about. When women are so used to having unprotected sex and getting that raw business and choose up with somebody new, she think that automatically she gonna be receiving that raw business. So when she don't get the raw business, she like, this nigga don't even like me, because some bitches actually believe that if a pimp put a condom on, this is the way that, you know what I mean, the bitch, she assuming like this ain't even the way that a pimp have sex with his hoe. He's supposed to, you know what I mean, sit up there and go raw. That's a lot of bitches think like that in the lifestyle. She's supposed to use condoms with the trick, and with the pimping, she's supposed to basically have unprotected sex, because if he doesn't have unprotected sex with her, that's not his bitch. Now, let me say this. If that's your bitch, and I mean that, if that's your bitch, you can do whatever you desire with your bitch. I ain't trying to sit up there and put hellfire and brimstone in you niggas. That's not the point of the video. But what I will say, if you sitting up there having sex with every broad that come through the door just because she done gave you some dough, you know what I mean? The probability of you getting a sexually transmitted disease is very high. And you're going to be like my ass, you know what I mean, with a stranger, with a motherfucking Q-tip, you understand me, up in your dick, you know what I mean? You don't got to go through that. You ain't got to have discharges coming out your dick and your motherfucking drawers, you know what I mean, look like a bunch of bullshit and shit going on. You ain't got to go through that. I did. I'm trying to stop you from going through that. You ain't got to go through when your dick get on hard and you like, God damn. You ain't got to go through that. But these are the consequences when you don't have the game, and these are the consequences when you do have the game, but you don't apply it. And this is also the consequences of when you got common sense and you don't apply it. For all you young people that watch videos, you done seen American Pimp, you seen Pimps Up Hoes Down, you seen Cross Country Pimp, you might have seen this pimp video, you might read this book, you might be following hundreds of pimps on Instagram, okay? And you see the cars, you see the rings, you see the money being counted, you seeing broads put this nigga name on their body, you seeing the bitch sit up there and pay the shit out of this man. You watching this every day. But I want to tell you that, yes, you know, it's a lot of blessings in the lifestyle, not just in pimping and hoeing, but in the fast lanes of the streets. But there's also consequences that's not spoke on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and these DVDs and shit like that. They're not putting out that type of information. I was blessed to have something that was curable. And I no longer, of course, I don't no longer have it. And that was my first and last time coming into contact with anything. But there are people in the lifestyle and outside of the lifestyle whose stories are more tragic and came in contact with something that wasn't curable. Okay? So with that being said, you know what I mean? I'm blessed. God was merciful to me. That's why when I see people making fun of Usher and roasting Usher, and then I look at the percentage of people who have herpes, a lot of them people in the comment section that be trying to roast Usher for having herpes, them motherfuckers got herpes. It's just common sense. When you look at the ratio, when you look at the percentage of people who have herpes, a lot of the people in the comment section that are trying to crucify this man, they got herpes themselves. Some of the motherfuckers got herpes and don't even know it. Some of y'all in this comment section got a sexually transmitted disease in your body, and you don't even know it. So I want the Spirit of God, I want the Spirit of wisdom to deal with you so it could be some type of conviction, some type of condemnation, so your ass can go to the location of the hospital, okay, and get a checkup. And for you young peas, when you get abroad, especially if she from certain areas, like I told you, and this ain't to throw off, I love Atlanta, blessings to Atlanta, but it's just certain places that I'm gonna do a mandatory check on everybody from anywhere, but especially certain places, a bitch telling me she from Atlanta, she instantly, getting checked. Get that broad checked out, man. Make them broads go to the hospital, man. You know what I mean? You gotta, when you say you a pimp, that's why I say you can't be a pimp if you're not gonna be a man. When you presiding over this woman, you got the responsibility, you know what I mean, to keep this woman healthy. All right? Some of y'all, you know what I mean, women be sitting over there busting condoms with tricks, and the condom is busting. She telling you that the condom busted, or she got raped, supposedly, you know what I mean? Some type of forced sex didn't happen, and she told you about the whole ordeal, and you didn't even bother to take that woman to the hospital to go get checked up. And now you now you looking at it like, damn, how come I haven't had a bitch? You know what I mean? How come I haven't had a hoe within 2 months, 4 months, and things like that? Nigga, you reaping what you sowing. Yeah, you reaping what you sowing. You know what I mean? Like if anybody heard that song Silky Slim did, 10 Commandments, when he talked about taking your bitches to the clinic because you genuinely care about your bitches. Yeah, only a pimp could relate to that song, because a real pimp is concerned about his women. A real pimp is not going to send a woman with knowledge of her having a sexually transmitted disease in her body and send her to work. Pimps don't do that. Pimps don't do that. Did you want to, I've been talking for a minute. Did you want to say something, Dang?
Yeah, man, shit, man. Thankfully, man, God bless me, man. I'm glad my mom put me up on game, man, because my mama was some hoeing, you know what I mean? So, and she had me at she had me at 15, you know what I mean? So, she was basically looking at, like, she didn't want no grandkids, you know what I mean, and then diseases. And plus, I was scared because I knew people that was coming up around me that had got that shit. Some older people, you know what I mean, had the HIV and all that. So I'm scared. Like I said, I'm germophobic, man, and I was just scared to death to even catch anything, man. So I always been using condoms and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? A couple of times I slipped up. Man, one time I had this bitch, man, and wasn't trying to fuck with her no more. And then she was like, oh, well, you gave me something. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, yeah, right, bitch, I ain't got nothing. So, you know what I mean? Then the fucking hospital called me. Talking about, yeah, we might have something. I was like, oh, man, I was scared than a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I went to the thing, man, I was nervous. I'm like, damn. I was so nervous. I was like, damn, my damn near don't even want to go. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, I'm gonna go. Went up there, man. They stuck this shit down my hole of my dick, man. That shit is uncomfortable, man. That shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Then when I finally get, they tell you back then, they tell you gotta wait for the results and shit. So I'm sitting here waiting. I called them. I was like, man, I was in there, man. I'm trying to figure out, you know what I mean, if I had something. They're like, oh no, you all good. Everything came out cool. So, you know what I mean? I called the bitch like, bitch, why the fuck you talking about? I had something, man. Had me going there, they sticking this thing down my dick and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't cool. Now, that shit hurt. That shit is not no cool feeling. You know what I mean? So it's just shit like that, man. I be so paranoid, scared, man. You know, I probably lost a few bitches because I didn't want to hit them raw. They thinking like I don't care for them. And, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you don't trust me. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to be your bitch and all this and all that. Man, I'm like, no, I'm just looking out for me. You know what I mean? I care about your well too, but ain't nobody gonna look out for me but me when it comes to that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because bitches are sneaky. You know what I mean? They'll sneak off. They might like I had bitches that snuck off and had little big boyfriends. They ain't even giving them no money, just fucking on the bitches. You know what I mean? They fucking on the dude and all that shit. You don't know. You never know what a bitch is doing, man. So you always gotta look out for yourself, man, and put some protection on, man. Because, man, I'm telling you, man, these bitches are fucking, man, they so slick. They think they so slick, and they hide the truth better than any man. Them motherfuckers come lie to you in your face and be out here fucking who knows who, man. Especially when you like coming up in the game, you learn a lot when you're dealing with women. But like when you first coming up in the game, man, you like a lot of shit got past you. You know what I mean? But then you learn on that, like I ain't nothing getting past me now. But shit, them bitches you gotta watch out, man. Protect yourself, man. This shit is serious, man. All these new diseases that's coming out and shit, man.
Hey, let me tell them this right here, man. I got a first cousin, and he was using condoms, and the nigga still got burned because he didn't use the condom properly. You feel what I'm saying? So educate yourself, man. Y'all gotta educate yourself, man. You know, teach your kids how to put the rubbers on, man. Get a banana, get a rubber, man. Show them how to properly use that motherfucker. Because if they don't use the condom right, it's just like not using none at all. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. You telling them right. Now, we already know, man, you know what I mean, that this ain't really a subject that everybody and their mama gonna be calling in and be like, hey, yeah, I remember my dick was burning too. Like, I could get everybody, damn near everybody to call in and trying to sound pimpish, trying to sound, use all their nursery lines and shit like that, you know what I mean? But when it comes to subjects like this, not really, you know what I mean? But listen, I want to talk to some ladies tonight. I don't want the fellas to hog it up because I'm getting ready to open up the phone lines. And I want the ladies to definitely call in tonight. You know what I mean? I don't expect the ladies to be as bold as the fellas, but we might have somebody that's authentic, really in it, and been through some things, you know what I mean, and could testify it, you know what I mean, and, you know, talk about what they've been through, you know, how God was merciful to them, how the game was a blessing, because like I said, you got some that didn't have the game, and that's why they gained the disease. And then you got those that did have the game, went contrary to the game, and still basically did that. Then you got people that just got common sense, you know, but just didn't use it. You know what I mean? Allowed their lust to just do what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? Young, because a lot of P's, of course, they don't put that out there because they want everything to be pimpish. You know, and that's what's up. But I don't want you to think that I evolved into what I am. I don't want you to think Johnny Cash evolved into what he is, or Danky P, or anybody else that you know what I mean, my partners, my brothers, that they just evolved overnight. It was a process. Some had to go through, you know, crucifixion. Some had to go through incarceration to get that knowledge. So, you know what I mean? It's sad that a nigga dick had to be burning. It's sad that a nigga had to, you know what I mean, get that Joe to see that ooh yeah in the bathroom. You know what I mean? But it happened. You know what I mean? And ever since then, I've been more focused. I've been more stricter. You know what I mean? If you notice, Sinful to P don't have kids running all around this motherfucker. And it ain't to throw off on nobody that got kids in the game, because if you a pimp, if you an active pimp, if you decide to have a baby, the only baby that you supposed to have is with the woman that you presiding over in the lifestyle. You know what I mean? Period. You ain't got no business having children with squares. You ain't got no business being married to squares and doing everything on the outside of the game. But what I will sit up there and say, just because a bitch look good, big titties, she can have the cleanest and whitest of teeth, perfume smelling good, she could be beautiful, she mixed, all of that. She can, matter of fact, some of y'all gonna get tricked because you be watching the Instagram and you see this bride, she got 200,000 followers. You know what I mean? She got an ass and hips, like I like to say hello before her mouth do. Everybody in the comment section trying to have her, and she like you. And you gonna fuck around and have sex with that bitch, and that bitch that got 200 and 300,000 followers, she gonna give you that one disease that's gonna cost you your motherfucking life if you don't take heed to the information that's being conveyed in here. But yeah, it's time to open up them phone lines. And I want the ladies to call in tonight. I don't want just the fellas to, and please, let's talk about this subject. Let's talk about this. You know, I don't want nobody calling AP. You know what I'm saying? I got my first gray hairs today, man. You know what I mean? I got gray hairs in my head. I'm talking about, nigga, I'm getting so old, nigga. I got gray hairs now around my bald area. You know what I mean? I just want to know, even though I'm getting older, my nigga, I want to know, can I still be in the game? You know what I mean? I'm 42. Can I still turn out in the game? And don't call with them foolish ass questions, man. Let's stay pertaining to the game. Let's talk about, you know what I mean, diseases and things like that. And for those of you that are knowledgeable, you know what I mean, from a medical standpoint, I definitely want you to call in because you got some knowledge that's beneficial that can help these children, the youth, you know what I mean, abstain and refrain from catching that thing. So I definitely want you to call in. Robin, hold on. She probably haven't seen her. But I want you guys to, especially when I'm doing something, keep the number up. Okay, there go the number right there. For anybody that wants to call in, and you might just want to make a statement. You might don't want to ask a question. You might just want to make a statement. You might want to give a testimony on how God was merciful to you or how the game was used so you could avoid that situation. Because that wasn't the only situation that God was merciful to me in. Many. But after that one, I was like, hell no. Now you can kind of like even understand when I was campaigning in Minneapolis why I was like the way I is. Now you have an outstanding understanding on why I was abstaining. Okay, it's 203 people watching. It's only 179 likes. Change that. Share this video. Like this video. Too much of a good topic, man. Hold on. Okay, somebody hitting from the shy. Hold on.
Hello?
Hello, what's going on with it?
Yo, stop yapping and listen. Yo, hey. I can't hear you. Speak up. So you the one who hit my car?
Yeah, I had to hang up on that. We ain't got time for foolishness. It's a serious topic. Why would you even do that? I'm endeavoring to be beneficial to lives. Don't call up here with the jokes and shit. Say that for somebody else's platform. You know what it is with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, go ahead and call Dank again. And then you wasn't even funny. That's the cold part.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, well, if you can't get through, just keep calling. And not just that, while we on the phone, don't call. Wait till after the phone call is over. Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Hello, you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's up with it, man?
Oh, man, some more of it.
Yeah, man, the feels be on the phone with y'all guys, man. I got a story that resembling the same thing you talking about, man. I had this little broad. She was a little freak, little neighborhood freak, you know, I was young. She was a little neighborhood freak, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was getting it. I let my love took over, man. And what I was trying to do was not get the bride pregnant. Because every time you look around, well, now, she got about 7 kids now, but at the time she had 1. She was easy to get pregnant. So we ended up looking around normally time I have a rubber. But this time, goddamn, I'm in there kissing on and shit.
Bro, not to be rude, but by this being a serious topic, you know what I mean? Just call back at another time.
All right.
Blessings to you.
All right.
1. Not only did he sound like the same person, but he didn't bring the right energy. I'm sorry. He just didn't bring the right energy. I don't want nobody going to bed. This subject is too damn serious. I don't want motherfuckers going to bed, you know what I'm saying? And my dick was kind of hurting, and it was like it was around 1987. If you call in sounding like that, I'm going to get rid of your ass. I don't want to hear that. Hello?
Oh, hi. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Your girlfriend asked me to give you a call to set up our...
Who?
Well, you know. It's Carmen. I'm sorry. I thought she told you that I'd be calling you.
That's that Christ shit, man. Goofy ass shit, man.
Baby.
That type of
Your
shit.
girlfriend, when I met her last week, she said that
It's like a...
That's what's up. I guess, I don't know, man. Like, some people, they get a kick out of that. I don't know, but yeah, it is what it is. Pete, call him again.
Yeah, you there?
Yeah.
Dude said chick had a nice voice. Yeah, it was supposed to. It was a prank call thing. Okay, this is somebody from Nevada. Let me see what's going on with it. Hello?
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 Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Hi Mr. Cash, hi Mr. James, how y'all doing?
Hey, what's happening, babe?
Blessed I'm out here enjoying this weather.
Yeah.
While it's not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah. Y'all should know. Y'all should know who that is just by the voice. But go ahead.
I have an annoying voice.
Nah, you don't got to.
I know by the laugh.
I knew because that's that lady that liked to talk to Johnny Cash. Yeah. She like that's the one that like Johnny Cash.
The one that just so happened to just be on my page. She don't know how she got there.
Yeah. She didn't know how she found the pimpin'. Hey, bro, she didn't know how she found the pimpin', but she made sure that she found it. You dig?
I thought we were staying on topic. What happened?
Go ahead. We hey. Whenever you on the phone, we definitely staying on topic, baby, because you the topic. Check that out.
I think you just accepted my request today, Johnny Cash. I sent you a friend request today.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. What's your name on there?
Robin J. Same name that's on here.
Okay. I'll make sure I follow you back. Well, I don't follow everybody back, but I'm most definitely follow you back, baby.
Lord have mercy. I'm up here smiling.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a step to the back and let Johnny preside over this call.
No, you makes me nervous. Come back, Sid.
I can't save you from this pimping. I can't save you from the pimping, and I don't want to save you from the pimping. I want you to be saved by the pimping. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yo, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Robin, what's up with the story? Let me hear your story.
Okay, so pretty much growing up.
What's that in the background?
You talking to me?
Yeah, whoever. Turn that
Oh, I heard
background
something in the
down.
background.
Okay.
Am I good?
Yeah, you good. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So pretty much growing up, I had both parents physically present, but my daddy always worked 2 and 3 jobs, so he wasn't, emotionally, pretty much, he wasn't around a lot. Then my mom, she was a stay-at-home mom, but she was always like drunk and high, and she'll have men literally come in, have sex with her. They'll run out the back door before my daddy coming in the front door. My mom telling us, then I tell your daddy, so-and-so was over here, all that type of shit. So, but they never talked to us about sex. I'm the oldest of 5 siblings that live in Nevada, but my daddy had 3 older daughters. So, but anyway, so it kind of so that bad habit kind of went down to my younger sisters. So when I first started having sex, I didn't even think to use no protection at all. It wasn't even a thought in my mind. But when I was in high school, I used to date this really tall white boy. His name was Dustin, and he gave his virginity to me, and we had protected sex. And so we had sex or whatever. And I guess he must have been on some sin shit. His dick must have been burning, but there was nothing happening to me at the time, so I didn't know I had anything. So I guess his mom, because like I said, we're in high school. His mom took him to get checked and stuff like that. So when he calls me to tell me that, bitch, you gave him chlamydia, I said, you got the wrong bitch. It wasn't me. I ain't got nothing. But I didn't know I was the only person he ever slept with. So of course it was me. So I told my mom, she didn't take me to go get checked or anything like that. So one of my aunties did. But I was by this time I was already, I want to say 16 years old. Because I was already having sex from 14. I mean, I was even, y'all know that party line, I think it's called the party line. The biosphere or, the chat room, stuff like that.
Oh, you was calling the party line. Check you out. Go ahead. Yeah, I used to call when I was a shorty too, but in Chicago it was the Raven, the Loach, the Chi-Town Underground, you know what I mean? Shit like that. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, I think it was called the biosphere, something like that. But anyways, when I was younger, I'll tell the whole story another time. But when I was younger, I had ended up meeting this white man off that chat line, and I thought he was bullshit. And I told him my real age. I was like 14 or 15, and that must have turned a pervert on me even more. So he was offering me money to have sex with him, and I thought he was lying. So like I said, I was going to school. I was getting talked about because my parents wasn't really buying me anything or anything like that. So when I run into this white man and I get $500 for only having to perform 2 and 3 minutes of sexual duties, but I didn't even then I didn't even use no protection, and it didn't even ring. And once again, me being younger, that didn't even cross my mind.
Right.
But thank God, from the age of 14 to I'm 28 years old now, that's the only thing I ever got was chlamydia. And that was nobody but God, because I should have had a lot more pregnancies, a lot more diseases, I think, because I was playing Russian roulette with my life.
Right.
But I didn't know.
Right.
And my mama was doing right in front of me, because these men that was in and out of her, they weren't putting no rubbers on. There's times the door be wide open, and she laid out drunk, and I'm sitting there telling, what you doing on my mama? And they told us to get out. And she's so drunk and passed out. But she get up in time before my daddy hit that front door. And these men going in and out of my mama without no protection. She wasn't even getting no money out of it. But that's no subject. But so yeah, I had no, as y'all said, no instructions, no directions, no guidance, no none of that. I had to figure it out on my own through life, trial and error,
Right. Johnny, what you had to say about
Robert,
that?
yeah, Robert, it wasn't nothing but God, man. You dig what I'm saying? I hate that you had to go through it like that, but shit happens, man. And I guess, and I hope that your story can motivate some young lady that's gonna listen to this, and then, make her put a thinking cap on, make her, understand that her body is a temple. You understand what I'm saying? And I preach this to my daughter all the time, that you're dealing with a young man and he's put pressure on you, about sex or anything, unnatural. Hey man, that ain't the guy for you. Because a real man's gonna respect your body, he's gonna respect your boundaries. You dig what I'm saying? So let's just thank God that, you kind of came into your own, and now you know better. You feel what I'm saying? Now when you got a daughter, you know the proper thing to do with her and to teach her early. You feel what I'm saying? You know how early you started. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, my daughter, she's 5, and she actually brought up the word vagina today. She was like, Mom, I'm allowed to say penis and vagina? So I was telling her daddy, he was like, I think she's too young for that talk. I said, well, shit, she brought it up to me. So no point of running from it now.
When they at that age, Robin, when they mention that, that's when you have to teach her the codes about that. Like, your vagina, that's a sacred spot.
Right.
Don't nobody touch you there. But you know what I mean? You have to just go over certain things with her about it. If she's aware of what it is, you know what I mean? Let her know that there's something that's off limits. And if somebody touch her, whatever, let you know. So, it's a start. It's a starting point. So just take advantage of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep, we had those talks. But her dad felt it was too young. But I'm just like, okay, well, if she knows, because she has a brother, she has a sister, and she can see, like, wait, they got 2 different parts. So her curiosity, and then she goes to school. So, and then there's, kids, you got some that are just unruly and untrained, and they say anything. So, kids at school, they say what they hear at home. So, of course, she's got to be curious just because of those. So, because of that, yeah, I have talked to her as age appropriate as I could.
Exactly. So you're doing the right thing, because hey man, she can start real early, man. Real early. So just don't make the same mistakes your mother made with you. Just don't make more of her, man. You'll be all right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you for calling in, baby. I just pray with you too. I think you accept it. So post some pictures, baby. I see the beautiful face. Post some pictures. I want to see Miss Rob.
I'll post some pictures.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Honey Brown, I know you can hear me. You need to call in. I'm gonna keep calling her out. Honey Brown and Lucky Lady. They be all cute in the comments and stuff, and they don't want to call in. They be in there just as much as I be in them comments.
Ooh.
Man, they need to have some nerve to come on and speak to it, man. Just break the ice. Y'all ladies call in, man. It ain't nothing but some conversation. Ain't like we gonna bite you through the phone. It's just conversation, baby.
Right.
Shouldn't be scaring people.
I appreciate you, Robin, man. Good luck.
All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
Stay blessed, baby.
You too.
Yeah, call in, Angie, I think. Hold on. Call in, baby. She said she wanted to call in. Call in. I wanted to let the ladies, man, get their row in first. Because you already know once the fellas come in, they just going to be calling. So I want her to have the opportunity to call. Is this you? Hopefully this is you. I hope this ain't a fella. Hello?
Hello?
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. At first I was unsure when your hello, it was kind of like, so.
Well, I'm on the car phone, so I'm not sure if you can hear me. If you can't, I'll take it off.
Yeah, now
I
you
am
sound
driving.
like yourself. Now you sound like, you know what I mean? Because at first it was like, I was about to go off. I was like, man, because that hello was hello. And I was like, oh, he go one of these old hard legs again. Okay, but it's your cute big head ass. What's going on?
First of all, good evening to everybody that's on the phone. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I was at Target for a minute, so I don't really know who's still here or not. But good evening to everybody.
You doing, baby?
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm well. Thank you for asking. So the reason why I really wanted to call in is that I actually was thinking about this subject a little earlier today and wondering if you guys had touched on it at some point. I've watched probably like 10 videos, and it's really just a subject that's really close and dear to me. I first touched down in the game when I was 14 years old, and I was introduced through pimping. So that was, I'm 43 years old now, so that was about 29 years ago. And I just learned from the very beginning to use condoms and be safe and, not allow mouth parts and just how to protect your body. So I've always kept those rules even in my square relationships. I had, my run was really the 90s, the early 90s, mid 90s. And, everybody just kind of had the same values and same rules when it came to everything. So it was pretty easy to stick within those rules, on how to keep yourself safe as far as being out there on the track. So when I actually went to college and got my bachelor's degree, I got off the track and got my bachelor's degree, and then I came back to the game some years later on the internet. And so I'm sorry, I have a call coming in, so I'm distracted. When I came back to the game on the internet, it was something completely different than what I had been taught when I was out on the track. And it was really shocking at first to me to see, to even the fact that women were doing unprotected sex acts with John, tricks, whatever you want to call them, clients. And it amazed me, even at $350, $500, that these women were doing this. I was in shock. I couldn't believe it. And so at first it was kind of like you just let it kind of roll because they were at a certain price where it was like, okay, maybe, and it was just a few girls that were doing it. And so it didn't really let it bother me too much, even though it was shocking. But then when the prices started to come down and it started to impede, and take over the internet, to where these women were given these tricks power over them, and when the reviews came in and the girls started, submitting themselves to what the tricks want because they were scared of reviews, and they started to get away from, the family atmosphere or pimps or, some instructions, some rules and some guidelines. When they started getting away from that and started to trust inside these men that were giving them money, I just noticed that the prices started to go down. The services started to increase. Girls were offering more, French kissing and doing all of these things that were introducing or could potentially introduce bacteria and, sexually transmitted diseases into their body. So at that point, there was this website out I'm from the Bay Area. And there's a website that was called myredbook.com. I'm sure everybody's familiar with it. And within Redbook, there was, I think I had about, 57 or 60, maybe about 70 reviews on Redbook. So I started to become really, really popular on that website. And within Redbook, there was my Peep Book. So I started to talk, to connect to a lot of girls, and I started to kind of veer away from what the Johns and the clients were saying when they were on there. And I got out of the main forums and kind of started going towards the females' perspective. And I could just recall one time, you know, he just getting to this point where I was just so thoroughly disgusted with what these women were doing that I just decided that, you know, I was already highly reviewed. It couldn't really be no consequences to my money by me speaking up against it. So what I did was I started to post pictures of, you know, STDs, chlamydia, gonorrhea, HIV, herpes, warts, and all of these things to let these girls know that it really is a threat out here, you know. And I didn't point anybody out in particular. I didn't, you know, call anybody out on anything or try to make them feel bad about themselves. But what I found out was there was a lot of girls on that website that were willing to defend their actions. Now, I don't know if that was because they wanted to make themselves look good on the internet in front of the clients who had access to the information, or if it was because they really, really felt like what they were doing was okay.
You know what, baby? I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna say this here. I already know where you're going with. I don't mean to interrupt you. They felt like it was okay. They didn't really care. They were just looking at the dollar amount at the time. And 9 times out of 10, these women weren't under no proper instructions. You understand what I'm saying? Because for one, if you from the game, just like I'm from the game, we know that ain't no real pimp gonna give his bitch instructions to do nothing unsafe, but no dollar amount.
Hold on, Johnny. Say that again. I don't think they heard you, Johnny. You need to say that one more time.
Ain't no pimp gonna give his girl instructions to do nothing unsafe, but no dollar amount. When I say no dollar amount, I mean 500, 5,000, 50,000, 100,000. Bitch, that's some money we not gonna get. You understand what I'm saying? Because, hey man, that just ain't that ain't how the game go.
Come
you
on.
Understand what I'm saying? I love me. I love my people.
I love your soul.
So just on that dollar of your life. Exactly, no dollar amount worth your life. And honestly, P, you know how my people get out. See it?
Yeah.
And every time a motherfucker come to her with that, that's her initiative, that's her fuel to tie their ass, to knock their ass off.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you out here disrespecting the game for one trick. You gonna constantly keep asking me this when I'm telling you no. Okay, so I'm gonna take everything that you got. I'm just gonna take it. You understand what I'm saying? You're not getting nothing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you would think about this every time you want to get nasty and be a sexual deviant with the next hoe. You're gonna think about how I got your fuck ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mark. Yeah.
Yeah, for
but
real,
now,
man.
hold on. Let me say this to Vernon, because he said Midwest, West Coast pimping is different. In certain subjects, yes. But let me make this plain and simple. There are a lot of guys who have women, you know what I mean, doing things unprotected with tricks. And I want to say to you women that's watching this video and that's going to be watching in the future after this video is posted, if you fucking with a nigga and he allowing you or instructing you to have sex without protection, he is not a pimp. Okay? That's why I always made known that if he just want the money. The guys, he just in love with this money. You got to be more in love with character and principle than this money. And any man to tell you, and that's another thing, you know, when you ask a man, what does he care more about? The game or money? And if that nigga sit up there and say money, then bitch, he already letting you know that he's going to put the motherfucking bankroll over your soul. And he is going to sit up there. If it's a decent amount that's being offered, he going to tell you to get down so he can come up because he don't give a fuck about you.
And I guarantee you this right here, that same nigga, bitch, he'll turn on you and cross out your life the other way. He'll point a big bitch in the courtroom and he'll snitch on you. He'll put you in a penitentiary. He don't give a fuck because he's not authentic. He don't have a pimp heart. Like this young lady just said, hey man, it's an era that we come from, man, where it's prestige, it's pride, it's a lot of integrity going into being a pimp and a hoe. Whether y'all swears want to believe it or not, and we do take care of ourselves. We take pride in taking care of ourselves. And like I said one more time, and like Simple just said, any man that was bodily fluids can be exchanged.
Come on, talk
This
about it,
dude
Johnny.
don't give 2 fucks about you. He don't give 2 fucks about you, nor he care about himself. He only concerned about that dollar. And you better watch him, because if he got that kind of cold ass heart, ain't no telling what he will or won't do. It ain't been written.
Right. And it's to the point now where if somebody called me and they had reviews with all of this GFE or RBGFE or any of that stuff in their reviews, I wouldn't even want to see them. Because to me, their money's not worth it to me to want to see that sort of person that's putting their life at risk. You know what I mean? It's just dirty to me. I really can't even fathom even seeing somebody that's into that sort of thing, you know. But
because you know why, baby? You know why? Because your first mind is also leading you. The spirit of the game is leading you when you make the decision. Because we all know that condoms are not 100% accurate, and mistakes do happen. Now, just say if he's that kind of guy that's participating normally with these
Right.
girls, and you just so happen to have a mistake with this motherfucker, is it worth it? Hell, motherfucking no. You see what I'm saying? So
I mean, you have to think about excuse me, sorry, go ahead.
You got to understand. You got to understand. A whole hustler's not giving a fuck about your well-being. All he's worried about is the motherfucking money. So whatever, by any means, he gonna send that bitch out there to get it. You know what I mean? Bitch, yeah, he don't want you to use condom, no condom, bitch. But all he wants is the money. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't gonna take you to the clinic and make sure you all right, give you some good instructions. Like I used to tell my bitches, they have condoms, latex gloves, all that shit. Ain't no kissing. Fuck all that. Ain't none of that shit going on. You know what I mean? See, that's the difference between a pimp and a whole hustler, man. We looking out for our well-being, the whole household. Not just me, but all the women in my life, all that. You know what I mean? A whole hustler ain't there. Go ahead, Johnny.
No, I'm going to interrupt you back. Let me say this right here, man. A real hoe, a real respectful hoe that's fucking with a pimp, she's not only thinking about herself when she going that wrong, she's got her man first on her mind.
Exactly.
That I cannot bring this man nothing home. Not a crab, not a fucking wart. I better not bring this man nothing through his door. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, Trick, don't touch me. No, you can't do this. You can't do this again, baby. It's over with. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
She's going to take pride in how she's handling her business because she knows she's got a man at home. And a real hoe, she wants to save herself for her mate. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
See, a lot of swears think that it's all about the sex. Y'all, every hoe get their back blew out. They just fucking and sucking. They just eat calm buckets. Nah, man, that's farthest from the truth you can even imagine, man. You know, because a real hoe, if she don't have to fuck, she's not going to fuck. I'm telling you.
Right.
That's going to be the last thing she's going to do. Because
she's doing more fucking than a hoe.
Exactly. Because a real hoe, she's preserving herself for her mate. She wants to be, when she's with that man, she wants that experience to be like none other. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. But also, just, that's what I was that's what I was about to say when I interrupted, and that was from the woman's perspective, as a hoe or a prostitute, you have to think about also the other men. You know, all of the men that you're seeing. You're not, you know, these dons or customers are not thinking about the sheer numbers that any of these women can be seeing when it comes to the amount of men. So when you're seeing men that are engaged in those activities with other girls, and then you're inviting them in to come and deal with you and touch you or be around you, you're just exponentially increasing the statistic that you could catch something, you know, because these are not women that are just sleeping with, you know, 5 or 10 guys a year. These are women that are sleeping with thousands of men a year, or, you know, touching thousands of men a year, or you know, having physical contact in that way, whether it's just, you know, regular sex or not. And so, you know, you have to think about that too. You know, do you want to spread something to one of your clients that's going to take it home to his wife and his kids, And now that's going to destroy his whole family, you know, and then there's innocent people involved. You're not just responsible for yourself, your own health. You're not just responsible for your man's health, but you're also responsible for your customers or your clients' health, you know. And I just think that that's, like, you're going to lose all the money if he goes home and then gave his wife something, you know.
Exactly. The bitch gonna lose her head if she come through the door and give a pimp something. So it's a double-edged sword. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why I say might as well go hit the motherfucking track and get a motherfucking prostitute or a hoe, because, you know what I'm saying, most of the bitches online are renegades or the GFE type bitches just don't give it a fuck. You know, they gotta get that man his money, so they willing to do whatever. You know what I mean? That's why the price of pussy go down. How everything go up, but the price of pussy go down because these bitches is giving in and willing to do whatever for a little bit of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
about themselves.
Well, you have to. That's why I was saying you have to consider once the online came in. That's when those reviews came in. They started listening to the clients, and to me, that's the dumbest.
Exactly.
That's the dumbest thing ever, is to listen to the person that benefits the most off of the situation. You know, and can't leave without you. Where's the gonna listen to?
Like I just said, they go back to the bitches that has no game. They has nobody at home telling them the right way. That bitch, you in control. You run the show.
Right.
Is what you want. It ain't what he want. See, this is programmed in our bitch a real hoe from the start. And if she's not getting that, then she's vulnerable to the world. You understand what I'm saying? She just got a pussy she's sitting on. She's vulnerable to the world. She don't even know how to use what she got. She's not being taught how to think, how to be a talker, how to manipulate. These are traits that only a pimp can give you. You understand what I'm saying? A sucker just gonna tell you, okay, go in there and, you know, get the $50, get the $100.
Right.
You go in here, please him, and whatever. If he got some more money, you do something extra for him. Come on, that's a sucker way out. He ain't got nothing to tell the bitch. He don't even know. You understand what I'm saying? And as fast as that bitch come in there from sucking that trick dick raw, kissing that trick dick, she come to do the same act with him, and he okay with it. Why? Because she had $200, $300.
Right.
He okay with it. But that's what you go to.
When you go into a store, you don't go in there and tell them that
how much you
get this at this price. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how a trick gonna tell you how much your pussy's worth?
Or you gonna go in the store and say, hey, I'm gonna wear this outfit, then I'm gonna come back and pay you tomorrow. No, it don't work. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, like,
well, let me just say one more thing, because I'm going through 580 and headed home to Brentwood, and the phone might drop, but I just wanted to say that's primarily the reason why I got out there and I put my neck out, because it was bothering me so much, and I had to deal with a lot of consequences from getting out there and going against those clients, and going against the girls that were defending their actions. But in the end, it ended up being a blessing, because I was known for that. I've been advocating for safe sex for years. I've gone into certain different events and talked on it, and it's kind of like my name rings now when it comes to promoting safe sex in the industry. And so it's really something that I'm passionate about, and I put a lot at risk to put my neck out there. I had consequences with people saying the most horrible things about me and spreading my, but in the end, it was worth it, because if I helped at least 2 or 3 girls change their ads from that GFE, RBGFE stuff and transition into non-GFE, it was worth it to me. You know what I mean? And it did happen. I had a lot of females that came to me and asked me, how do they change their game up and present it, to stop doing that. They didn't want to be in the position of doing that, but they didn't know how to back out of it once they had started. So, 4 or 5 times I helped some girls rewrite their ads and get it together. So, I made a little bit of an impact, at least, hopefully.
Well, you know what? If nobody don't respect you, Johnny Cash, respect your grind, babe. I respect everything you did. And like I tell motherfuckers, I ask people all the time, are you good for the game? And they don't know what I mean a lot of the time when it misses them. Like, you good for the game, baby. When you was participating, and if you truly really meant everything that you did, like you saying, hey, you good for the game. Everybody with this phone, salute you for that, baby. For real, though.
Right.
For real. God, thank you, peace, respect for so.
Yeah, just hopefully there'll be some females that are listening now that are maybe going through the same thing, or we'll play this video again in a couple weeks going through the same thing and don't really realize that you don't have to do that to get the money. You know, you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's all I have to say.
We appreciate you for calling in, baby. You call in again anytime you hear us talking. We value your opinion. Call in again, baby. Give us some more of that good horn.
Okay, I will.
Okay, baby.
Keep all that in the belt, no GFD.
Okay, good night.
Good night, baby.
Yeah, I told you guys, man, when we on the phone, I don't know why you calling, because it ain't like I'm going to click over for you. When we on the phone call, I'm not going to click over for you. Wait till after that phone call is done, and then you call in. Hello?
Hello?
What's going on?
Hey, this is your final heads up that you're...
Yeah, he started off wrong. You ain't even gonna get a chance. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and block your number. You're not even not even gonna get a chance. This is your final chance. No. That was your final call. How about that? Yeah, how about that? You're not even gonna get a chance to be the bitch that you wanted to be. How about that? Yeah, go ahead and hit him back there.
Yeah, he on here, Dave.
Yeah, I'm here.
Me sounding like them people. Y'all crazy. Hello?
God.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Sam?
What's going on?
What's up, my brother? Let me just pull this video back up, man. I want to try to add something to y'all's discussion, man. I'm on this phone. This thing got messed up a little bit. All right, I got the video up. All right, check this out, man. Oh, damn. Can you hear me, man?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, now, what I'm going to do, man, is keep it real with you. First of all, I'm calling you from New York. All right, I'm a 54-year-old brother. I'll be classified as 100% square, but I dabbled in the game a little bit back in '92. Now, just to give you a little historical perspective, man, back in the '70s, a lot of the girls on the track were doing things raw. Now, you got to remember, this is before herpes, before AIDS, and herpes came out like in the early '80s, and then AIDS hit like in the mid '80s. So there was a historical precedent for that. I wanted to know, being that you're a younger brother, were you aware of that from back in the day?
I'm very knowledgeable about a lot of, hold on. I'm knowledgeable about people in ancient times, in recent times, professing to be what I am and doing things contrary to what I do. Yeah, I'm very knowledgeable of that. But just because a guy has some broads that's following the instructions to destructions, that don't make him a pimp just because he professed to be that and broads are stupid enough to believe he's that. So that's what I've said is still what I said.
Right. No, but what I'm doing, first of all, for you and my man over there, I forgot your partner's name. What's your partner's name? Cash, right?
Yeah.
What's happening? Right. Just I want to let you know I have respect for the game. What I wanted to let you know is that on the New York end, what really messed up the game was the square girls. And I'm going to tell you how. On the tracks, in the late 80s, early 90s, you had a lot of square girls that were a lot more promiscuous, that were crossing over from the clubs and going out there on the tracks as renegades. Now, if you know a lot of P's from New York, they will tell you the square girls did destroy the game. The kind of pressure that young lady faced on the internet
was real because square girls were invading it with that mindset of having raw sex. So I just, because I'm on the East Coast and it seems like you brothers are doing your thing another way, I just wanted to know, how did the square girls affect the game when y'all at so far as raw sex or anything? Specifically the Renegades.
Well, the swears, they fucked up the game all the way around the board. Anytime they try to participate in something they have no education about. That's for one. They fucked up the game to abundance, if you ask me, because you got the average nigga that you ain't, like I teach my hoes. It's only two kind of men in this world, and don't nobody on here take this the wrong way. It's a pimp and a trick. Either you on the receiving end or either you on the giving end. It's either black or white. It's no gray. You understand what I'm saying? So you got 90% of these dudes nowadays professing to be this ism, but they're not. They don't even have a clue to what it's about. They done watched a couple of videos, they done seen a couple of movies, and these bitches are stupid enough to come from their little childhood sweethearts or their little dope girlfriends when they had the dope sack, and they bring them over into the game. Now they pimping and horn. That ain't how it goes. But they bring them same square ass rules over here with, like you say, with all that other extra shit, with the bitches not having no instructions. What is she gonna do? She's gonna self-destruct. Period. Because he ain't got nothing to tell them. Exactly. You feel me? So now you got abundance of them and a small percentage of us. So quite naturally, everybody gonna look at it like, oh, okay, they doing it right, and Self are doing it wrong, or Johnny Cash doing it wrong. They just old. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. But we actually possess the real game, and they just lost. You dig what I'm saying?
No, it's true. Yeah, I do, because what it is that for a while I was watching a girl's back on the track. Like I said, I respect the game, but this girl wanted me to watch her back as basically her security. And I did it for 8 months. Now, what I can tell you, this was it. Check this out. I see you laughing, Sim, but like I said, I respect the game, but just hear me out, because I'm not here to lie. I was out there with real P's. They don't have no respect for renegades, and they can identify somebody who's a security guard versus a real P. You know that like I do. All right? But what I'm contributing to this conversation is kind of like what Johnny said, is the squares messed it up in New York. Because even though she was a renegade, that condom rule was in effect. All those other renegades out there was disrespecting their security man. It became wild. There was fights. And you had a lot of competition because you did have customers that were seeking out the girls that were doing things raw.
Okay, well let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this to you. And I don't want anybody from the East Coast or anywhere to take this disrespectful. Let me say this. When you go to the South, first of all, there's P's everywhere. Some areas are more known for the pimping than other areas. Some locations got a better reputation than other locations. But like for instance, when you think of the South, when it comes to pimping, you think of Memphis, okay? When you think, you understand me, of the Midwest, you think of Chicago, period. Now, of course, you had the Ohio, the Magnificent Seven and different, it was some cold peas coming out of the Midwest. But I'm talking about as a whole, though. And, as far as the East Coast is concerned, man, you had some cold peas coming out from the East Coast, especially, from New York and things like that. But it was very few. It was a lot of niggas that had broads, but it was a lot of D-boys / professing to be P's that was having, broads. You had niggas that was 20 deep, 30 deep, in New York, but they was also selling dope. You had niggas that were gangster niggas, because New York that's a gangster place. So you had niggas, that a bitch just like him and just was fucking with him. And because he had materialistic things, later on, everybody just said, okay, he a pimp because he got broads down. But I'm here to tell you, no matter how many materialistic things he has, how many brides he got, if that nigga is sending a bitch to destructions, if his instructions leads to destructions by instructing that woman to have sex without protection, he's not no pimp. See, this is what's wrong. The people outside of the lifestyle and the squares and all of the little white people, they watch the little films and shit in the news, and they think that pimps is monsters because you get guys that really ain't the pimping, and they start talking as if they are a pimp because they got broads and materialistic things. And when the squares see this, it's like, oh my God, he's so demonic. He's satanic. He's heartless. And they put all the pimps in that same category and categorized all the pimps, put the whole population in simply because of this dumbass representation that's on television, and everybody get their definition from that. And I'm telling you that that's completely false. Pimps love hoes. Hoes love pimps. You understand me? A pimp not gonna accept anything from a hoe, and a hoe know not to sit up there and just bring anything to a pimp. Real recognize motherfucking real, nigga, and real love the real, and real ain't sending the real out there to sit up there, you understand me, and give them something that they can feel for the rest of their life like a motherfucking disease. The pimping don't do that. The pimping don't do that.
Period.
Simplicity.
No, and I agree with you 100%, son, because like I said, this is all coming from respect because, like I said, I'm 54, and everything what you said is true. The brothers that were up here being P's in the 70s and early 80s were from down south. I know you know that. And what I'm saying is that there was a gradual transition between square girls and the drug boys that were doing that renegade slash and security thing. You know what I'm saying, right? And that's the only point I'm making is that squares, renegades, and these D-boys did mess up again, at least in New York. That's what I'm going to say.
Let me ask you a question, though. So you say you was the renegade security guard, right? So was you protecting her from the pimps?
A girl approached me because her man was locked up and she needed some bail money.
Or was you protecting her from the pimps and all that shit, though?
He was being Suge Knight to pee for the bitch, man, on the blade.
No.
I feel like you part of the problem too, though.
What you mean he part of the problem? He was the problem. He wasn't part of the problem, he was the problem.
On the real.
How you gonna be part of the problem?
Like I said, I gotta respect what you're saying.
Yeah, that's real. If you out there protecting renegades from the pimping, I ain't mad at you because you ain't no pimp, you gotta get yours. But at the same particular time, I always tell y'all the way to get blessed by the game is to be a blessing to the game. You would have got more. You would have got more money, and you would have got more popularity and prosperity with fucking with the pimping than the hoeing.
Exactly. About what we need to know that is.
Nobody's disagreeing with you. Like I said, if anything, I'm emphasizing your point.
I understand that. I'm just letting certain things be known. Like, for example, because I gotta say certain things because you got certain people with that same mindset that you had, they got that now. So I want to tell them that there's consequences to being the security guard for a bitch. And what you got to know is every pimp is not cut the same way. You got pimps that's baked on both sides. You got pimps that was gangsters before they was pimps. So if he want to do something to that bitch or have something done and you in the motherfucking way, something gonna happen to you and that bitch. That's how that go. So
that's without a question. There's no question about that. Like I said, the question I was asking you really, because we're not disagreeing on anything.
No.
The question I was asking is for you guys that are solid in the game, how is it affecting y'all on a part of where you operate? Is the internet or is Renegades a massive problem or is it a minimal problem?
Well, it don't affect us. Let me clear that up. It don't affect us because we're going to do us. We're going to stay in our lane. We're going to participate by our rules. We're going to play how it go. And we're going to let them do what they do over there. So it don't affect us because I'm still going to eat. I'm Simple still gonna check what he's gonna check. Thank you still gonna be thanking. Everything still all is well over here with us. We're gonna let them do that shit over there. You dig what I'm saying? Because say, man, when these people leave out our door, they under some instructions.
I got you.
You dig what I'm saying? They under instructions. And none of that shit that's going on got nothing to do with us. Motherfucker walk right past that shit. Motherfucker don't entertain that shit. Because if you entertain it, you might as well be a part of it. You feel what I'm saying? So that shit fall on deaf motherfucking ears and blind eyes. We don't see it, nor do we hear it. But when it started affecting us, that's when we address it. But until then, man, fuck.
Yeah, but you know, like Sin always say, I'm not going to allow that problem to be bigger than my solution. Period.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? When them problems or, you know, things occur when they be like, man, this shit fucked up the game. This fucked up the game. Damn, the game ain't what it was used to be. The game fucked up. I don't feel that the game is fucked up. I think the game is still beautiful. And I think the game is still. I think the game is prosperous for those. Put it like this: in simplicity, the game is beautiful to those who have game and apply the game and comply to the game every day. The game is beautiful to those that have the game and live the game.
Exactly. Because the bullshit.
I agree with you. I agree with you because, like I said, from two perspectives, because of my age, right? And like I said, I'm a subscriber to your channel, right? And I do respect you. I'm not just saying that. On a real tip, the way it was in the 70s and 80s is the way it should have stayed here in New York. That's regardless of the fact that this girl I know wanted to cross the line, and yes, I did watch her back for 8 months. I ain't going to deny that. But the fact of the matter, things were way better with the game in the New York end when it was like the way it was in the 70s and early 80s.
Say that last part again.
No, I can only speak on New York City. The way the game was in the 70s through the mid 80s was way better than what it turned out to be from the early 90s on. It got destroyed from the early 90s on. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I can agree with. I can agree to that. I've heard a lot of times people be talking about them sunset days. But honestly, I heard a lot of great things about New York. Hey, man, if you really wasn't a pimp, you couldn't come down to that East Coast and just sit a bitch down because pimps was down there really sweating that hoe, man. So if you ain't really had that bitch on lock, you was getting ready to get knocked, you know what I mean, tonight. You know what I mean? That's just the way that it was. Pimps had their things together. And then, pimps had more than one bitch. They wasn't doing this girlfriend, boyfriend shit. Niggas was at least 10, 15. You know, East Coast niggas was known for being deep. You know what I mean? Deep. You know, when you think about the East Coast, you're going to think about niggas like Mackie. You're going to think about niggas like Jap. You know what I mean? Big names. Motherfuckers that was really having things. You know what I mean? Having it their way in the game. The East Coast. And, you know, a lot of them guys, man, you know what I mean, that stayed in certain pretty areas. You know, I just got to give it to the Midwest in the East Coast because it takes something to send a bitch in 15 and 20 below zero and that bitch still come up, you know what I mean, and reward the hero, you know what I mean, top of the motherfucking morning. I ain't taking nothing away from sunset, you know what I mean, and everything like that, but it ain't really too hard to send a bitch in the sunshine and she got the little palm trees and shit, you know what I mean, with the nice sun and shit. But hey, when you really got control over that, bitch mind, you know what I mean, she'll still go out there in 15 and 20 below zero weather and still get your gold mine. That's some pimping. That's some amazing pimping. Okay? Because it had been times, nigga, it had been times, nigga, I looked outside and seen that snow on the ground and I thought to myself, better you than me, bitch. Better you than me, my Lord. That motherfucking snow was so high. That motherfucking snow was so high, I thought to myself, God damn, bitch, you. Of course, I ain't let the bitch know that, but in my mind, like, bitch, you are a soldier. You are a gangster. My goodness. So, yeah, it really takes something to pimp in the Midwest and the East Coast. Yeah, but I appreciate you, man, for calling in, man. Good luck.
Like I said, man, much respect to everybody in the game. I just wanted to keep it real and keep strong, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I love your channel, brother.
Man, thank you, man. Blessings to you. One.
All right, man.
One.
Take care, brother. All
One.
right.
Yeah, I don't want nobody to get offended at that, but that's some real shit, man. It takes something to pimp out there in that East Coast. It takes something to pimp out there in that Midwest, man. Not every bitch gonna sit up there and go walk outside. I told you motherfuckers, I'm not answering unknown calls, private calls, any of that. You looking dead at me, you see me, you got my motherfucking number, you not about to call me private. You not about to be private to P or private to faggot ass bitch. You either gonna show your motherfucking number or you ain't. Just like that. You could calling me private for, like, what the fuck you got to hide? What you hiding? Okay, let's see what Louisiana do. Hello?
Hey, what's up now, fam?
What's happening with it?
Just chilling. How y'all doing, Dank? What's up, Cash? Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, I be on the channel a lot, man. Just trying to pick up, soak up whatever I can. But, yeah, man, the more I learn about this shit, man, the less it make you so lustful behind women. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Huh? Hello?
hello, Mel, my bad, man. My damn phone going out.
Nah, bro, I just want to ask, are you going through something?
Nah,
No, it's just the way you sounded. You was like, it's like the more I learn about this shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I used to be real lustful back in the day, saying, but I'm learning more about this game. Like, you had depression all in your expression, brother. That's why I had to ask, because you seemed like you was going through something. I was going to pull out the word for you, the daily bread, some scriptures, you know what I mean? Turn on some Fred Hammond and some more shit for you, because you sound like you was going through it to get to it. Hello?
Nah, man, I ain't going through it. It's all good. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, just trying to stay on the subject. You know, I got partners, man, I'm trying to stay on the subject, you know. I got partners that's been, you know, getting diseases and all that type of old shit. You know, I got one partner that got burnt by the same bitch, you know what I'm saying, and all that type of shit. And,
You got something right now?
Man, while he was talking, man, his phone wasn't right with God. His phone wasn't right with God. His connection wasn't right with God. And his voice definitely, as soon as that nigga started talking, all I heard was, that's all I heard. That's all I heard while that nigga was talking, y'all. I was like, this nigga about to cry. I was like, man, this nigga is about to get his Carl Thomas on. Like, nigga, why are you calling? You see what we talking about, and you already know we the ism. Like, you know what I mean? That nigga, I was about to play that old school song, Stay in My Corner or something for him, man. Hey there, lonely girl or something for him, man, because he was going through it. Johnny, did you hear that shit in his voice?
yeah, man, it's like he was about to cry about that shit.
Yeah. As soon as I heard,
Tell you that he got something.
hey, bro, when he called in, all I heard was, emotions make you cry sometimes, man. Like, I thought that nigga, I'm like, man, what the fuck is he on? But if he was about to go into something, like, it's okay, you know what I mean? I didn't even want to hear that, you know, if it was one of those danks, you know what I mean? And then you got niggas that ain't even sincere. You know what I mean? Now, if I feel the realness in the motherfucker, then I'm okay, real respect real. But I didn't know what was going on. thought I was gonna have to play some James Morris and Thomas Whitfield for an altar call or something. Like he was about to cry and get saved. I don't know why this person keep calling private.
Somebody put the number up there for Lisa Sanchez, whoever she is. Trying to ask for the number to call in.
Yeah, let's get back to the ladies. I like talking to the ladies. You know, the fellas a lot of time they be kind of like boring, like, you know what I mean? Not all of them, but some of y'all don't be bringing that energy, man. And I be seeing anytime, watch this, anytime, because it's going to drop because people got to go to work, people got things to do. But anytime you see like 60 or 70 people drop during a person's call, you already know this nigga is not he not bringing that energy. If it was 240 when you started, then when you come back it said like 155, yeah, man, that's your ass. And then when you leave, all of a sudden it go right back up. Yeah, that's you. That's you. Hold on. Man, as soon as that, I was like, emotions make you cry sometimes. Hold on. You better not hang up on brothers, man. Hurt, son. I'm rolling, Danky, quoting cool, Mo D, simple Johnny, y'all, wow. No, you ain't with the roast with me, especially with that profile picture. No. Some of y'all think y'all ready to roast with sin, but no, that ain't your ministry. What's going on? Hello? I guess he hung up. I called. What happened to the young lady that you wanted to talk to, Cal? See, y'all giving the wrong number. Y'all giving the wrong number. See, Robin got it. Good looking, baby. Man, I hope that it be every time it be a call and I be like, I hope this a woman. And I get disappointed every time. Boy, it be one of these big head ass niggas. What's going on with it? Yeah, okay. Time to leave Washington alone. Hold on. Get your phone right. What you mean? It ain't nothing to memorize. You see how easy that number is? That number easy as hell. What's going on with the ladies? Before I allow the fellas to come back up in again, man, where the ladies? No, you done fucked up your opportunity, man. No. Now you're going to be in the hallway waiting. Brother, if you can barely memorize 911, then it is definitely time to leave them drugs alone. But hey, now that I got Johnny on the phone, y'all, hold on the calls. Well, I guess I'll take one more before I go into that. See what you talking about. Hello?
Yeah, what up, Sam?
What's happening?
What's popping with you? I got a quick question. So I know you mentioned before the whole Carl Thomas and Mosto type shit. So when you going through some bullshit, what are some things that you do to kind of overcome those things?
When I'm going through some bullshit, what I do is I rely on basically my information. You know, I got information from different sources. So instead of basically waiting on another man to encourage me, I encourage myself. You know, David said in one passage in the Word, I encourage myself in the Lord. I don't wait for somebody to give me a motivational speech. I'm a walking motivational speech. So, you know, whatever I go through, just like when I lost my two best friends, my grandmother, my mother, you know what I mean? I had the knowledge of the Word and this game to encourage me. I didn't really go to another man, you know, to basically inspire me. My definition of a man, you know, is it's up there. So you got everybody and their mama professing to be a man, but not really. But when I went through them was like my biggest, trials. Losing my grandmother and losing my mother, and I didn't cry out to nobody. You know what I mean? I got to God. I talked to God, and the information that I got from God's word, the information I got from this game, you know what I mean? That's how I stayed encouraged. I stayed encouraged through myself. Plus, when I really am, if I'm going through something, I could always call Freeze. I could always call Johnny Cash. You know what I mean? Them my brothers. You know what I mean? If it's some real nigga shit, I can call Clyde. You know what I mean? I can hit Dank. So I got people that to call if I really want to sit up there and get some advice or talk. I can call Gorgeous Dre. You know what I mean? That's my big brother from another mother. I got different pastors that really, got a love for me. It's so many people that I could call, but the best person to call on, I've learned through experiences, is to actually call on God, to call on his son Yahshua. So, I never really needed, and it ain't no disrespect to anybody else, but because of my knowledge of the word, I was always capable of giving myself restoration.
I feel you. Do you think the word is the main source that you go to in terms of motivation, in terms of overcoming obstacles? Because in my experience, I've definitely turned to the word, but there have been times where I've also turned to maybe the autobiography of Malcolm X or an autobiography of somebody that I've admired growing up, and even to this day.
Yeah, but there's nobody's autobiography that was more profound or more beautiful to me than the Apostle Paul. So, and I've read the autobiography of Malcolm X. I've read about Marcus Garvey. You know what I mean? I've read about a lot of strong black men and men and other ethnicities, but I ain't never read nobody's life that was really like pretty much on the same level as the Apostle Paul. So, them epistles, them 13 epistles that Paul wrote, it's so much inspiration and uncommon information in there that whenever I'm going through a situation, the word administered to me, from the times when I was, living saved, when I was living for God, it'd just come back up and stir back up. The gift within me would be stirred up. So a lot of times when I want to give up or I'm feeling discouraged, I got so many, scriptures ministering to my mind, I can't give up. I got too much in me.
Yeah, I respect that.
God invested too much.
One more quick question on a different note. So in turn, I heard, a few shows you talked about how a lot of dudes, they ain't got the ism in it. They just ain't got it. They ain't got the pimping in them. So how do you differentiate somebody who has the ism in them versus somebody who doesn't? Even if they say they're a square starting off, right? What are some things, some qualities that you take notice to or take note to in a young man or an older man versus somebody who doesn't have the game or doesn't have what it takes to conquer in the game?
Well, first of all, the prerequisites of the game. The requirements of the game. What it takes to do what's vital to the title that you're professing to be. And if I meet a person that is a complete idiot, I just got to be straight. He's straight to the point. He's dumb as fuck. He's stupid as a motherfucker. You don't have the mental capabilities to participate in the game. So, and if I see somebody that's irresponsible, lacking character, doesn't have any type of intelligence, elegance about himself, no ambition, boring, no charisma, has no magnetism, how the fuck he gonna be a pimp? He don't have the characteristics.
Yeah.
Sure, he can have a woman paying him, and people will give him the pimp title if he gets some materialistic things and enough female idiots and special ed riddling babies to go prostitute for him. But in my eyes and other niggas like myself, that nigga ain't the pimping. He just a slow ass nigga that found some bitches that doesn't know no better. But as far as a pimp, you got to be intelligent. You got to have some character. You got to have principles that's bigger than life. You got to have an anointing on your life, just the same way, that in the ministry, when you go to church, you see certain people who are called to preach. And it's just like that. Have you ever been to a congregation and one minister will get up and preach and you can feel it? You can really feel God on his life. The anointing is on his life. He was anointed by God. And then you have another person, they got a master's degree in theology. They went to Moody Bible Institute. They can quote the word from Genesis to Revelations. They know knowledge of the Quran. But they was appointed by the church. And when they get up, everybody tired. Everybody go to sleep. Ain't nobody getting saved. Yokes ain't being destroyed. People leaving out the same way that they came in. Why? Because he was appointed by the church. He was appointed by people in a building. He wasn't appointed and anointed by God. So it's just like that with this pimping. We got a lot of niggas that was appointed by the bitch, but they wasn't anointed and appointed by the game.
You did.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Go ahead, Johnny Cash. You want to speak on that too?
No. I would just agree with my brother, man. He said about
I feel like, yeah. I ain't trying to take up too much time, but to speak to that, because I've seen a lot of dudes who are in the game who I feel, and I'm no ism myself, I'm a square just like y'all, but who I feel don't have the qualities nor the character to really go far in the game, and vice versa. I've seen dudes who claim to be square, who are square, profess far more pimpish qualities than so-called pimps in the game. So I find it kind of interesting when I see the differences in the two, and I see some dude who came up in the street and they had a bitch pay him, claim pimping, versus somebody who did not grow up in the street, who is in corporate America, have more qualities and more ism about them, but not claim pimping. And I kind of find that dynamic, that difference kind of interesting, and that's why I want to kind of hear what you have to say about that. Because as you and I know, and Johnny Cash knows, because you claim it doesn't mean it's the fact. Doesn't mean it's the truth. But I'm going to go ahead and...
those same dudes that possess those qualifications you see, they'll have a bitch to break herself or give them something in one hand, and they'll go right out the door and come pay my bitch or get some of her $50. You dig what I'm saying? You know, for real. So, you know, that's what he mean, man. You know, everything that glitter ain't gold, baby. You know what I mean? And it's a selective fear of us, man. We like aliens. You dig what I'm saying? It's selective fear of us, man. It's a lot of professing, man. It's a lot of guys professing to be part of it. But they don't cut the cake, man. They don't cut the cake.
I feel it. Much respect to y'all. Appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and hear y'all podcast offline.
Hey, man, we appreciate you for calling in, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Blessings to you. I wanted to make known, you know, man, because I've been wanting to talk to my brother about this, because me and Johnny, we had whoever calling from Wisconsin call back after this. I just wanted to see what the people have to say. Because me and Johnny Cash, I just want you guys to keep this in mind, because at the end of the video, when we get to probably 3 hours, I'm going to have y'all get in. But me and Johnny was going back and forth, and Johnny think that Bobby Womack sung If You Think You're Lonely Now better than KC sung If You Think You're Lonely Now. That was me that thought KC sings it better than Bobby Womack. And we was going back and forth like, no. And with Darnell Jones and Carl Thomas, I was the one that thought that the Emotional album by Carl Thomas was better than Where I Want to Be by Darnell Jones. So, you know, man, at the end, man, we gonna sit up there and see what it do. Whoever called from Wisconsin, man, call me back again. Let's, you know, communicate. But
hey, Steve,
go ahead.
It's a funny thing. I even mentioned this today on my live on IG about it, but I had to end the live before the people could respond. I've been thinking about that one, man. You know, it ain't no comparison, man. You know, some things are better left alone, man. KC should have left that alone, man.
Hey, see.
I'm not gonna disrespect that song like that.
Oh man, you cold. See, when it come to music, just like S3xually told me one time, sometimes it's about where a person was in their life at the time. Some people was balling, some people was, their mama was still living at that time. So when they hear, you might have got raised on, you might have been like Johnny, and you was raised on Bobby Womack's version. So that's why you love it so much, because your mama loved it so much. You know what I mean? Or maybe you was in prison and you had a tape player or a CD player, and that was one of the only CDs that you had. You know what I mean? But anybody that put some headphones on their ear and they listen to KC sing If You Think You're Lonely Now, man, that nigga vocally, man, he knocked the fuck out of Bobby with that song, man. You know, but bro.
Hey, man, if you listen to that song in its entirety, Bobby is really coming from the soul. If you listen to the ad-lib that Bobby coming with, it's just like, it's just experiencing. You feel what I'm saying? Bobby he's so smooth on it. And it's just the chuckles in there. Oh my God, he's really giving it up to the bitch. Like, hey, bitch, I got a message for you. Watch this one right here, bitch. It's like you can close your eyes and visualize Bobby. You know what I'm saying? Be backing at that bitch. And really just stand in front of him and tell him what he's saying. Can't see how they feel him, man. I just didn't feel him, man.
And especially since you heard that song many, many years before he came out with it. You just used to that original version. It's just anything after that is gonna be something like it ain't gonna be the same.
Man, listen. Let me say this. I already knew Bobby Womack version of If You Think You're Lonely Now before KC. You gotta remember, I'm 33 years old. When Jason Lyric came out, all I can remember is Jada Pinkett's fine ass walking down the street, him pulling up on the bitch, you know what I mean? And as soon as he pulled up on the bitch, If You Think You're Lonely Now started playing, and he was getting at the bitch. So, you know what I mean? You got to remember now, when movies be playing a big part of shit too. So, and then you had KC, that was like a big thing for him at that time, man. Hold on. KC still had his voice then. The drugs had not really took over at that time. Like, he was still the man.
Hey, you know, we're going to do something, but we need to compare them songs, man. We really need to compare them, man. We need to play one, then play the other. We need to come back, and I'm going to point out certain things that's really, it's just phenomenal with Bobby, man. Bobby, you know, rest in peace, Bobby, by the way.
Rest in peace, Bobby Womack.
It's like, yeah, man, he was a cold dude, man, and you just have to listen to him sing it. I guarantee you, man, it's certain things that Womack is singing. They're singing the same song, but they singing two different songs. Do that make sense, y'all?
See, they want to play it now. What we gonna do after this video, since y'all on that, since there's enough people saying, do it now. Now, we ain't gonna do it now because we still gonna stay ahead of this on this topic. I'm gonna have some people call in still. But after this video, tonight, we just gonna be talking shit, and we're gonna have y'all just call in and give y'all opinion on it. And also, not just Bobby Womack and KC, because me and Freeze go about that all the time. Freeze thought that he likes the emotional album, but he likes that Darnell Jones Where I Want to Be. And for me, the emotional album, first of all, Emotional wasn't even the best song on the album. That's like not even top 5. You know what I mean? If you go back and you listen to the Emotional album, for you niggas out there that's not pimps, you like having sex, you know what I mean? You're into getting pussy, you be getting pussy like God give out air. Nigga, the spirit of fornication is all on the Emotional album. You know what I mean? It's a song on there called Giving You All My Love. Oh my God. Nigga, remind me of Valentine's Day. See, that's why I know I always had it in me. Valentine's Day, the bitch was getting me something. I wasn't even pimping. Just that type of dude. All right, man, we gonna go back to the call. Calvin Richardson got a nice voice, but Calvin wasn't better than KC. Calvin did a good job, though. Calvin, Urban Mystic, they got nice voices. Urban Mystic sing better than Calvin to me, though. Urban Mystic got a little bit of Bobby Womack in him and a little bit of David Ruffin. But honestly, David sing better than all of them. David and Ali Woodson sing better than all of them. Hold on. No, man, I can't answer that. I told you, you fucked.
Square Day, what album you got the most sex on? My mom was Their first Key Sweat, Make It Last Forever. That whole CD, that whole my junior high, that was my junior high career off that.
Hey, if you want to do something for you squares that's in relationships, you got a girlfriend or you got different girls, hey, while you inside of her and you saying some of the coldest shit in her ear, while you got the dick inside of her, have that Carl Thomas giving you all of my love playing in the background. You'll thank me later. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
What's going on?
Pay you out of pocket. What's going on with you? Pay you out of pocket?
No, I don't know what he was coming with. You done already messed up telling me that I'm out of pocket. See, once I know that it's gonna be a bullshit call, cut. No, I'm not out of pocket. You off the phone line. Hello?
Yeah, we back on the phone. Somebody said something out of pocket, huh?
Yeah, I had to rebuke him.
This people ain't never out of pocket. What do you mean?
Well, the only one that's out of pocket is him because he got his ass hung up on. So out of pocket that. Soon as that nigga said you had boo, and the same way I be doing these niggas, that's the same way y'all got to do these bitches. So how much you got? Well, I ain't got boo. When you know it's about to be some bullshit, why you wasting the one life you got to listen to this bullshit? Okay, hold on. Let's see what this talking about. Hello?
What's going on, family?
What's going on with it?
Hey, look, man, I got a question, man. Is Johnny Cash still on?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, listen, man, I follow the knowledge and everything that you preaching, man. And you know what I'm saying? I got a question for you, man. Do you believe in a main bitch like a bottom bitch? You know what I'm saying?
Do I believe in the bottom bitch?
Yeah.
You know what, man? That's a cold question. Yeah, I believe in the bottom bitch. Yeah, I can say, yeah, that's where I'm staying right today. Yeah, I can say that. Now, if you'd asked me this 5 years ago, probably not. But now, as I stand, the man I am today, yes, it's such thing as a pot of game because I got one.
That's real. That's real. That's all I wanted to know, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, you know what a bottom bitch consists of, right?
No, school me in, man.
All right, now, but see, I ain't just paying no stripes on no bitch and giving no, you understand me, a title that she don't deserve. Now, how this hoe earned the title as being a bottom bitch, you understand me, through the ups and downs, you know, throughout my whole career. You know, this hoe never disrespected my pimping. She's never chose on me. She's never passed my money. She's got a clean slate. Her name alone speaks volume when it comes to the money part of it. You understand me? And she's been doing this consistently for over 14 years. When I've had thousands of hoes, but this one particular bitch been consistent and all right with me every day. Now, does the bitch have faggot ass ways? You goddamn right, because every hoe has them. But that bitch is not faggot. Can't nobody else in the game call that bitch one but Johnny Cash. You understand me?
That's real.
And when I call her faggot, I'm doing it just basically surely out of being low down. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know it pierces that bitch to her soul. You understand? Because if you have a bitch for a while, they can have a tendency, this bitch know how to get around a haircut. Oh man, she know how to get around a haircut. She's a thinker. She's been around me too long. So sometimes I have to force that envelope. And then my key card, my MasterCard, you fag, you'll think a motherfucker shot that bitch. You would think a motherfucker shot her, throw some hot grease on her with that one word. So if you want to see that bitch of mine cry like a baby, watch me call this whore fag. Because she even say she worked so hard through these years and did the things she's did for her respect to go right along with her name. You understand what I'm saying? So if you ask me, she's the poster child of what a bottom bitch supposed to be as of right now. Now what the hell I'm gonna do tomorrow, I can't say. You feel what I'm saying? But as of right now, She's the poster child. The mother bitch may do some gang goofy shit that's unheard of. But as of right now, she's the poster child of being a mother bitch to me. That's just my opinion.
That's real.
That nigga Sean say a bottom bitch is like a wife.
Nah, man, that bitch is a hoe. See, what a motherfucker don't understand is that a lot of people have put rumors on me. Me and my brother, we're going to do a video. We're going to do it on my channel about this. A lot of people have brought rumors about me being married, you know, etc. But I married the bitch when I went to jail to keep her from running off. Hey, man, that bitch been had. Every pimp know what I'm talking about. Any real pimp know what I'm talking about. That hoe been had 14 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? And that word, key word, had, H-A-D, had. That means that I'm going to have this hoe until I feel like I don't want to have this bitch anymore. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't got to do no pillow talking. I ain't got to do no kissing this hoe in the mouth till I love her. I ain't got to do nothing outside of what I've been doing for 14 years to have this bitch. Now, when the thing come in, and the key point of it is when I stop pimping. When I show this bitch something else on the other side, that's when this hoe gonna be gone. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't got to worry about trying to, oh man, let me go buy this bitch a car, she may leave. Oh man, let me go buy this bitch this, or let me go marry this hoe, lock it in. All that bitch been had, man. Come on. Pimps ain't gotta do no shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. So that's to give y'all a kind of like a warm-up of what's to come with this conversation. And believe me, it's getting deeper than what I'm saying right now. So y'all have to tune in for the rest of it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure if y'all familiar with Johnny Cash, y'all probably heard the rumors. Some of y'all probably fed into the rumors. But hey, guess what? I love it. Keep them coming. I love the free press. Y'all gonna keep my name alive for tens of hundreds of years. Thank you. Keep talking. You spread the rumor, but all my real niggas know that Johnny Cash a pimp. He a pimp to the core. He may not look like much, but he's a pimp.
Cold one too. One of the coldest. In my opinion, best thing came out of Memphis. And there's some cold motherfuckers that come out of Memphis.
Hey, too many can say they ain't checked as much dough as Johnny Cash, man.
And pimping for it. Ain't playing with these bitches. Ain't playing with these hoes.
Went down when he went down. When the feds came in, had a motion of discovery that was bigger than murder cases. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Stop playing.
It was bigger than a telephone book.
Stop playing.
And see what a lot of guys don't understand is they say, that bad ass nigga, man, that ugly ass nigga got them bitches. Man, you gotta be making deal with them bitches. Man, when you're pimping righteous and you're pimping from the heart, you ain't gotta make deals. You ain't gotta do. I did my best pimping at almost 500 pounds. I was at the top of my game. I was 500 pounds. So what do that tell y'all?
And Johnny, hold on. 500. You was damn near 500 pounds. And how many bitches did you have at the time? How many thieving motherfuckers did you have at the time, Johnny?
10. And the least bitch that had been in my household, she was there for a year and a half. Everybody else had 3 years, 3.5, 4 years, 6 years, 7 years. You dig what I'm saying?
Come on, now.
You dig?
So,
man, somebody need to give me a crown.
You already got one. That's why your head can hardly move up there. You got so many crowns. They got crowns. Just like I speak on, hold on, let me say this. Just like I speak on Johnny, let me speak on Danky the P. Danky the P is one of the few motherfuckers in the game that's playing the game by the rules. Okay? When you see Danky the P shining, it's because the game gave it to him. When you see him basically going through whatever he going through temporarily at that time, that's because he waiting on the game to bless him. Dank don't sell no drugs. Dank not gonna sit up there and work no job. Dank ain't gonna sit up there and compromise and make deals. Dank could have been. Some of you niggas already know what I'm talking about. When you go holeless and doleless and carless and shit like that, you gonna call your cousin or your friend that's doing it, that's having it their way in the dope game, that's having it their way with the weed game. Danky don't do none of that shit. Danky is known for nothing but absolute up and down 365 a year, nothing but this pimping, bitch. That's it. Irrefutable.
And Johnny Cash co-signed that because I've been seeing the man for years, and I ain't never heard no shit on his name, no assassination to come along with his name. Every time I see the man, he on what? Pimping. That's it. You understand me? So I co-sign that, and I don't co-sign many niggas. I don't fuck with niggas. You dig what I'm saying?
Man, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna have to say that's the stone cold truth.
Oh yeah, and let me say this too. If any woman tonight want to be blessed by, you understand me, some information, you want to be inspired, you want to be informed, you want to go to another dimension, you want somebody that's not going to compromise with you, not going to make deals with you, that's going to be the real thing that the rappers talk about. Hey man, you got action at Danky P tonight. You got action at my party tonight, but you only got action if you got a transaction though. You only got action if you got a transaction. If you're not willing to have a reunion at Western Union, you ain't willing to take that bankroll to Wells Fargo, leave my partner alone because he really about that life though.
Hey, let me put one thing on what you just said.
Go ahead.
Check this out, ladies. I'm going to say this right here. Now, I'm going to go to the corners of your mind, ladies. I'm going all the way to the corners, right? Hey, man, I know you're tired of being a fag. I know you're tired of running over that nigga over there, having your way. And when you leave out that door, you're really kind of ashamed. You're kind of ashamed of yourself because you know that it don't go like that. You want better.
Right.
But in order to get better, you have to do better. You have to make wiser decisions. So check this out. Go ahead and hold your breath and break yourself to a real one talk with the morning. That's all you got to do.
Right.
Just go get to a real one, baby. Your life going to change.
Right.
You're going to be glad you did. You're going to be glad you did. You're going to say, Johnny Cash said this. That man said this. I feel wonderful about my horn now. I feel great when I get up in the morning now. Oh my God, it's just like a anointing just came over my body when I told this guy. It's the difference between it's night and day. Try it. It ain't got to be Johnny Cash. It ain't got to be simple. It don't have to be Danky P. As long as he a real one. It don't have to be, but bitch, why not? But hey, let me say this, cause Johnny said that to the ladies, the women of importance, which is the hoes, but let me talk to you, some of you squares that's been by the pool. You've been sitting over there, you understand me, fantasizing, but you still haven't done no realizing yet that you should be participating and accumulating in this game. You be sitting over there even in the bed with your boyfriend, you know what I mean? And you be fantasizing about, you know what I mean, life and like, ooh, it got to be more to life than this. And I'm here to tell you that it's the pimping, man. You know what I mean? You remember that time, you know what I mean, when you was bored? You know what I mean? Your boyfriend here ate your pussy, he ate your booty, he sucked your toes, he licked the back of your motherfucking knees. He did all of that shit, right? And y'all was sitting over there. You just thought that, he thought that he was like, had your mind blown with all that sexual shit that he did, but it was still something missing. It was still that void. You still wanted a mental climax, and he wasn't able to give you. Baby, the pimping to give you that every time. The pimping to give you that every time. Remember that time when you had read a book, and you had went to your man or your nigga and you sat up there and you tried to have an intellectual conversation and he didn't have nothing to say? Remember that time when you said a 5-letter word and he told you to stop using big words? Remember that time? Yeah, baby, you need to fuck with some pimping, man, real fast. You know what I mean? Fuck with some pimping real fast. You need to sit up there and choose up with some pimping real fast, Real talk. Hold on. Let me answer this. I see this Texas number keep calling. I really hope and pray that you got something to say. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, I'm off that hen dog and coke right now. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Turn it down. Yeah, so I'm a little conversational right now, but I got another question for you. So I called in a little earlier, but I know a lot of squares listening, right? A lot of squares listening, a lot of ism listens in. So a quick question, do you think there's a timeline to ism, right? Similar to the Bible, right? People are called at a certain time, right? Whether you're saved at 5 years old, 7 years old, or saved at 2 years old.
Hold on. You already called in earlier. Let the ladies or somebody else call in. Go back to enjoy your drink, man. Have a blessed night. One. Peace.
That nigga said he on some coke and some.
Right, man. Get your get your ass on, nigga. Like we used to say, my Chicago motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. Like, man, bro, Bodine. That nigga Bodine, man. Nigga called up in here, nigga, bro, Bodine. Only old school Chicago motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. That nigga can't call here Bodine as hell, Joe. For real. He came on goofy as hell.
Yeah, motherfuckers all.
I ain't worried about these niggas being depressed. Hold on, let me click him in. Hello?
Hello?
What's happening?
Hello? What's up with the Simple? What's up with Johnny Cash? What's up, Yankee P?
Hey, what up, man?
Oh, man, just another one. Hey, man, I had a question. I had a question, like, I don't know, it happens, like, it's not often, but it does happen, though, you dig? And it's like, it seems like some of the times when I might do something for one of my hoes or something, you know, and then right after I do something for them, it seems like they might do some dumbass shit to get shot and make a nigga mad or something. Why do you think that is?
You want me to answer that?
Hold on, bro.
Yeah.
Before you answer that, let Dank answer it, and then you bless it.
Okay, go ahead.
Man, shit, they probably gonna just see how far what they can get away with, man. You know what I'm saying? If you rewarded them, you're gonna be rewarding them for the bullshit they do, man. You know, to me, you know what I mean? That's let Johnny Cash answer that, because he's gonna hit it right on the button.
But first of all, man, I think when you get them kind of results, when you do something for a bitch, she come around and show she an ungrateful piece of shit, you're giving it to the bitch too fast. You're rewarding her too fast. And this is a whore's way of letting you know that she don't think shit of what she just did. It sounds crazy, but that's how these supplemented ass whores think. She'll show you without just saying, like, nigga, you know I didn't deserve that. Now why the fuck you do that? You understand what I'm saying? So that's why everything that a whore gets rewarded with, she has to earn. And when I say earn, I mean truly earn. We ain't talking about oh bitch, you just doing what you're supposed to do for a week. Okay, baby, here you go. No, truly blood, sweat, and tears. When that bitch is getting handed something, she gonna cherish it, and she's gonna let you know with her whore actions behind it that she appreciated it.
Okay.
She wouldn't dare come behind a pimp blessing her stinking ass with something and be disrespectful. She wouldn't dare do that.
No, that's
it's either what I just said or the bitch just a straight out ass, faggot ass bitch that don't deserve you.
You know, that sound about right now what you just said, though. You know what? Because shit, for a minute, I'm gonna keep it real. I was playing nothing but the line. And I mean, shit, a bitch can sit out in the room all day and make that. But when I really sat down and got down on that track and seen a bitch, you really gotta get out here and work. Shit, nigga, the whole shit done changed up. Nigga,
because you know why? You know why it changed up?
Why?
Now them hoes looking at you like, hold up, what part of the game is this?
How you started, how you finish.
Yeah, you switch it up now. Hold on, where this come from?
Right.
You gotta start them down on the track first. That's the first place they should go.
Hey, thank you. I'm not even gonna say the track. I'm just gonna say introduce the bitch. Start off with some hard work.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Outside that.
Real.
Some
Now.
long motherfucking hours.
Yeah.
You understand me? A lot of you niggas whores ain't even conditioned.
Yeah.
Usually the boys is not even conditioned for no 14, 16, 18 motherfucking hours.
Yeah, the track will do that though. You know?
Exactly.
The track will do that.
When they up in that hotel room, they end up taking naps, All kind of
Man, all of it. Look.
Hey, when you got that bitch up in that hotel room, when you wake that bitch up, that bitch got 70 or 80 miss motherfucking calls, nigga. Cause she been in there sleeping and farting.
Hey, Sample, I'm going to bless this whole program with a quick little story, if y'all don't mind. You know, they say they like the Johnny Cash stories. I'm going to bless it with a short one right quick. You don't mind, do you, P?
Nah, this Prince Charming, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, check it out. Check this one out right here, man. When I first touched down in Vegas, man, I had $1,500 to my name and a 2000 DTS Cadillac and 2 black-ass bitches. Now, keep in mind that I come to tell. I said, these whores are not casino ready. They're not casino ready yet. So I'm not fucking with no casino. I'm going for the juggler. I'm going for what I know. And that was their track. You understand me?
Yeah.
I hold on to you for 4 hours of sleep type shit. You understand me? And I meant it. A bitch want to get for 4 hours of motherfucking sleep out of 24 hours. But that's why I can say behind me saying that me playing the track only with 2 black bitches.
We connecting back. All right, y'all sit up there and type in and let me know that we back. Sit up there and tell me that you see, because every time that happen, we end up losing people. Just hit it back. I told y'all whenever we have a glitch, you supposed to tap back out, tap back in. You know what I mean? So go ahead, Johnny. Keep on talking. Y'all veterans at this shit now. You know better.
Like I said, in 30 days, I had people tucking their tails running that came out here with me. And I had to pay $43,000 motherfucking dollars. And the beautiful thing about it, see, I was conditioning the bitches at the time. You understand me? So I knew once I took the leashes off of them and let their ass loose up out of them lights. Oh my God. Them hoes made me $43,000 look like $43.
Come on.
You dig what I'm saying? Addition and hard work. Hey man, this one black bitch I got now of 14 years, that hoe had 4 outfits. This time period I'm talking about, she had 4 fucking
Come
outfits.
on, Johnny.
And they was flea market outfits. Them little cheap, little $30, $20 dresses, and the hoe had 1 pair
Listen
of
close.
clothes, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she had 1 pair of clear motherfucking stilettos. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I just checked 43,000 abundance of this money off this one bitch here. Now this hoe got 4 outfits and 1 pair of shoes. Now what did that tell you?
Boy, shit, she gotta do some work. She working around that motherfucker.
Exactly.
This ain't getting shit yet, but you gotta do me some hard work.
Hey, that's all I'm trying to say. Hey man, the Gucci and the Louis and all that shit came years later. The titties and shit, that shit came years later. And millions later.
Yeah, hold on. Millions with the S.
Yeah, with the ass.
Yeah. Not the million. The millions with the S.
I call that shit when the niggas they roll out the red carpet for the bitch, man. Give her that red carpet treatment out the gate, and that's when you're gonna get them bad attitudes and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Roll out the red carpet for the bitch.
Hey man, see, when I did turn these hoes loose, and then start blessing these hoes with the baby fat and alcohol, they respected it, they cherished, they took care of that shit. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Hey, Simple, I'm gonna share a story. So another part of this chapter with y'all. And all this shit gonna be in my book. Now, I'm still kind of green because I'm laying in. I ain't getting out at all. I'm stacking my money. And I'm still playing my bitch and baby fat and shit, right? So the bitch come in one day. Now, and the bitch like, Cash, can I talk to you about something? I'm like, yeah, baby, what's happening? She's like, never mind. Oh, baby, come on over here and talk to me. What's happening? She say, it's some jeans. No, she say, it's a design, it's some clothes out right now called Marciano. And she said, I see a lot of girls with it, Cash, and I really like it. I said, baby, you like that? She said, yeah, her little eyes look like a little puppy. She said, yeah. I jumped up out of my bed, put my shoes on. I don't even think I brushed my motherfucking teeth. And I told her, come on, get in the car, baby. Come on, let's ride. I said, where they got this at, baby? She said, oh, kids, they got it at the farm shop or they got it in the such store. Come on, baby, let's go. I swear to God, it's a true story. When I walked into the store, she kind of was nervous taking me into the store. And she kind of looked and she kind of fell back. She know I'm going to walk in and look at the prices. And she said, Cash, the jeans are like $260. I said, hey, ma'am, come here. She's like, yeah, can I help y'all? I said, you can help her. Give her everything in this store that she wants. Give her everything in this store that she likes. Give it to her. Put it on the counter. I got it. I said, now. She said, man, you sure? I said, babe, I'm positive. Get what you want. And I think the bitch that dogged me too bad because she's being a grateful bitch. I think she picked out some shit. It made it came up to $2,700 or something. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that was $2,700 well spent. You understand? Because I know deep down inside that bitch had earned it. She deserved it. And I wasn't gonna dare see another bitch stun on my whore. And I know the work that this bitch was putting in for me.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me?
Yeah.
I know the money I had checked out of this bitch. I know the Lord to this whole had shown me. And that's all you want? Oh, come on, baby. Come on, let's get that. See, I'm giving y'all niggas some powerful game here. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Come on, man. It's being soaked up. That's so, man. She felt like the world was hers when you did that, man.
Hey, man, and I swear to God, man.
How much did she bring back that next night?
Hold on. I ain't gonna swear to God, because that ain't the thing to do.
Nah.
I'm gonna raise my right hand to God. I'm gonna raise my right hand to God. It was 6 months later. If that bitch didn't give me $500,000 in 6 months, I hope not to wake up tonight. I hope not to go to bed and wake up in the morning.
Hold on. They didn't hear you, Johnny. Tell them one more again.
If that bitch didn't give me $500,000 in the next 6 months, I hope not to wake up out of my sleep tonight.
Boy, that's it right there, man. Like,
I ain't talking about with no help. I ain't talking about no 2, 3 of did this. I'm talking about one.
boy.
I want you to listen to this and soak it in, man, so you can be fired up now.
See, that's when y'all saw Johnny Cash come with the Bentley and Dodge, paid for cash.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the Mercedes paid for, with the new 550 paid for cash.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when y'all was seeing me come up with the pieces and the big J piece.
Hold on, Johnny. Hold on, Johnny. Tell him how much you had in jewelry. How much the jewelry added up to. Come on.
Hey, man, there's no lie, man. From all of my shit, from the old shit to the first pieces, all the way up into the custom shit, roughly about 600,000.
Come on, now.
Let me tell him my Johnny Cash jewelry story though. Heavyweight. Hey man, I went into the jewelry store. You know, so I was like, damn, I want that piece y'all being made right there, man. You know me, how much for that? They were like, man, you know, that's about like, I think they said like 80,000 or something like that. So I was like, oh shit, man. You know what I'm saying? What else y'all got up in here? I wasn't ready for that. But that's what Johnny Cash was getting, though.
Hey man, on some real shit, man. On some real shit, my nigga. I would sit here and lie to y'all. Well, a lot of y'all, I won't say nothing at all, man. I'm showing y'all niggas how to really do this shit, man.
Hey, that nigga said, how you get that much money from pimping? Ha! Nigga, you. Hey, man. Stop it.
Let me check this out right here. Hey man, tell whoever typed that.
Hold on. You got niggas on this phone. You know what I mean? Of course, I ain't talking about my square ass, but you got niggas on this phone, man, that done checked over more than $100,000, nigga, in one day. So stop it. Stop playing. You know what I mean? What you mean? You got niggas that sitting over there breaking bitches that they never even seen. You got motherfuckers sitting up there checking over 100,000 from a damn bitch in another motherfucking country and haven't even seen. You got one person that's on the phone that had 6 of the best thieves at the time in the motherfucking game at one motherfucking time, nigga, raping the shit out of New Orleans. Stop it. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Stop that. Comedy. Nigga, game. That's how it was done. Nigga, game. Pimpin'.
Man, let me tell him this story. Hey, man, let me tell him this story right here, right?
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, man, my bitch had built up her little ego, right? Everybody know about Dis3ase. Everybody know about Dis3ase, right?
Right.
So check this out. I go down to New Orleans, right? Damn. I had this motherfucker mouth out for 130,000, right?
Yeah.
So check this one out. I jumped right back to Vegas. I called back to New Orleans. Man, I talked to a few Milwaukee cats. They say, man, goddamn, man, this motherfucker on fire around here, man. Woo, woo, woo. I said, I know it. My nigga said, man, nigga, I knew it, man. You got that one. Man, he said, man, this is some motherfucker that was important. Woo, 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 fuck it. I got it. Nah. So I get off the phone. So the bitch moving around about a month later, she gets stopped. She gets stopped. True story. Oh, you got a fugitive warrant from New Orleans. No bond. Right? So when she go in jail, now she in there around all the faggots. Oh, yeah, Miss Big Dis3ase. Yeah, what you gonna do now? Yeah, you gonna here with us now, bitch. Whoop. You got no bond, ho. You might as well get comfortable, right? My bitch took everything in her not to break down and cry, because she knew in her heart she felt like it was over with. But what she didn't know, what she knew, what she didn't have the faith at the time, that she had a king-size motherfucking pimp that was talking to a lawyer in New Orleans and communicating with my lawyer here. So I sent the boy in New Orleans 10,000, take my lawyer here 10,000, right? So they working together, right? So check me out. My lawyer here, get the district court date here. So by him corresponding with the boy down south, my lawyer called me the day of the court and said, hey man, bring me another 10. I take him another 10. Now y'all count with me now. It's 10, and 10. It's 30. So my bitch go to court. The hoes laughing at her, right? And she go to court, the judge say, Miss such and such, I don't know how your lawyer made this happen, but I'm gonna give you a bond today.
Yeah.
But she say it's a 25,000 cash bond.
Right.
She said, you do understand that, right, Miss such and such? That don't mean 10%. We need 25,000 cash. And the judge laughed at the bitch. And when the judge laughed, then all the faggots started laughing too. The judge had to get some order, right? But he still held her head up high. And did not one tear fall out there whole eye. But you know the beautiful part of this story?
Yeah.
It was 3 hours later, they was calling her, they was letting that bitch out of jail.
I love this shit. I love this shit, man. I love this shit.
Hey,
Oh, man.
They called her name and told her she was being released.
Come on.
That's when she broke down and cried.
Come on, Johnny.
She broke down and cried. Yeah, because she knew, man, her man had came through and I made it happen.
Right.
So y'all add that up.
Right. Come on, testify about this pimping.
Plus 25. Come on, man.
Hey, and see, some of them, Johnny, they don't know what it's like to pimp out there in New Orleans. New Orleans got some crazy ass laws, okay? Those that done had broads, especially on them lines and all of that type of shit, they be trying, especially now, because I ain't gonna say his name. Johnny, you know who I'm talking about. Niggas from Milwaukee was tearing up the town. So,
yeah, see, that's who I called. They gave me confirmation about how hot it was.
Yeah.
The motherfucker was important. That's who I called. I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
So, because the niggas was terrorizing the land, the way that they was terrorizing the land, that's when they ended up giving all these old gay ass laws and shit, right? So, you know what I mean? I'm talking about really trying to hold on to a bitch. You know, they even tried to do that shit with my brother, you know what I mean, one time. But a little broad, matter of fact, the same broad that those that's been following me, the same bride that Special knocked me for, and you know, it'd take a pimp to say that. The same bride that Special knocked me for, the first time that I'd ever been knocked, that's the bitch that basically had got into a little situation in motherfucking New Orleans. They trying to hold her hostage. You know what I'm saying? But that's one thing about that bitch, man. That's why I was telling Special, you gonna get some money, Pete. Go there, go there, go there, go there, go there. But you know what I mean? She was handling my business. And I was handling business. So of course she was in there with all the little faggots. You know what I mean? And shit like that. You know what I mean? Like Johnny was saying. Because, you know, them little faggot ass bitches, they be in there, you know what I mean, speaking down on pimping and all that shit. But as soon as they gave that bitch, you know what I mean, a bail, she was out of there. That's the way. So that's why I love hearing stories like that. Why? Because it's real pimping. And a bitch, you know what that does for a bitch? It puts that confidence in basically the pimping.
Oh man.
And hold on, let me say this, Johnny, for you. Hold on, because she knew, now she knows she fucking with somebody that got her back. And once a woman knows that she fucking with a man, you know what I mean, that's fucking with her to the end of time, you know what I mean, that'll spend every dime to get her big head ass out of jail, that bitch gonna sit up there, you understand me, and go through hurdles. She gonna leap over walls and run through motherfucking troops. You understand me? Do any motherfucking thing to bring back everything to this pimping. I promise you that.
Go ahead. Let me say something. You just said something, bro. In the conversation I had with my people when she got out, I said, look, baby, look at me. I said, man, I don't give a fuck if I had to take every dime I had. I was coming to get you. I said, all this jewelry, all this shit
can go, baby.
I said, you was coming out there, motherfucker, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with you the same
Now,
way.
hold on. And I gotta sit up there and stop Johnny, because you know, you ladies know you love Johnny's voice. And I always told Johnny he got he like the Southern Barry White of the game. You know what I'm saying? A bitch know when she listening to Johnny Cash, it's gonna be all right. You dig? He got that father, pastor type of voice. He sound like wisdom, right? So, you know what I mean? A bitch, when she go to jail and you call your folks and he like, everything's all right. It's already been taken care of. Don't even sit up there and ask me that, bitch. You already know I got that for you. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm a motherfucker already with what I got to say. But God knew that he couldn't have gave me Johnny Cash voice. Because if I had Johnny Cash voice, I'd have been sit up there and hit a bigger lick than what Gangsta Brown hit back in the day, nigga, with that type of motherfucking voice. You understand me?
Hey, man,
go down to Bank of America now.
A real one gonna spend it all on this whole thing. That's what y'all got to understand. We not no selfish motherfuckers, man. We in this shit together.
Right. Yeah, the pimping. Hold on. And you know what I loved about Johnny telling that story? You know what I mean? Because every real pimp, number one, can relate to. But for you squares, for you bitter renegades, you know what I mean? All pimps is not in that same. Matter of fact, let me stop saying the word pimp. Niggas that profess to be pimp, because pimps don't leave hoes in jail. Okay? Pimps don't leave hoes in jail. Go ahead.
Simple. I'm gonna cut you off, bro. You know what I used to have to explain to my hoes, and they get that light click on their head when I say this. I say, bitch, check this out. Just think about this one. If you sit in jail 48 hours, bitch, just say 48 hours. You know the motherfucking money I would miss? And they just start laughing and get ready to get dressed. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, bitch, I'm coming at you, baby. I'm coming at you like running water, bitch. If they gave you a bun, bitch, that motherfucker finna be posted, man. As soon as
Okay. Look, Cash. Look, I got an incident that just occurred maybe 3 days ago, right? Now look, I had a bitch for about a week, right? She flew, left back to Vegas. She came back. Within the midst of her coming back on Friday, I left the bitch down for about, she got back at 5 in the morning on Friday. From 5 in the morning to about 4. From 4 o'clock, I didn't hear nothing else from the bitch but her calling me from jail. But mind you, she just flew and came back, and then like still on some like punk bag and shit. So I'm like, okay, you punk ass bitch, fuck you then. Was I wrong? Was I wrong to lead a bitch down to say fuck her while she was down?
Hey, you know what, Pete? You know what? I would've. See, I don't talk on the phone in jail no more. I learned my lesson behind that. That's something I would tell everybody not to do. But in that case with her, I would have answered the phone and say, hey, baby, hey, what's happening? Everything good. Yeah, the game just got you, baby. The game just got you. I tell you what, just call me when all of it is over. Call me when it's over with. I'm talking to you later. Just like that.
That's for
We
real.
ain't talking about no bitch that just came in
Exactly.
and just bailing the bitch out and all
Exactly.
that.
That's 100.
No, hey man, let me clear this up like they can just said. Hey man, you don't go over beyond but on any bitch like this.
Nah.
I have to really paid you. I
That's
gave you some
100,
money.
man, that's
I
100.
gave you some money, but really paid you and showed you that loyalty, that dedication, that respect. You understand what I'm saying? To be fucked with like this. This ain't for everybody. This ain't for every bitch.
100, man. That's 100.
They earned it, like Johnny Cash said. They earned it.
Right.
Like, shit, I've been in a situation with my bitch. She been down with me for a long time, and her bill was so high that I had to go I spent all my money and borrow some money. I ain't leaving her up in there.
See that?
I'm
But
Huh?
see, that's for a bitch that's getting down. That's for a bitch that's really rocking though. These hoes, boy. Not
Hold on,
only-
let me say this. Hold on, Johnny, let me say this because of the statements that's being made. I know that some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, why we still got him on the phone? Why we talking to him this long? Because number one, you know what I mean, he's just starting. And see, that's what the channel was actually made for somebody just like him. I wish I would have had the blessing to talk to Johnny Cash and Dank, you know what I mean, in 2007, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I probably did. It's just I was so arrogant and hard-headed, I wasn't gonna listen no way. So God had to spank me. But for a motherfucker to be listening, the way that he listening and calling in, I appreciate him for calling in. You know what? I know the ladies gonna feel the way that they feel. Go ahead.
Feeling is mutual.
Right. So I know that the ladies feel the way that they gonna feel, but you know, he's a young up and coming. When them young up and comings come, you gotta have patience, you know, and a lot of questions they gonna ask you and be like, boy, you don't know that. But at the same particular time, you gotta have patience. Otherwise, if you don't have patience, you're gonna hear about their ass get locked up and fucked up.
It was once upon a time we didn't know it. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying? We didn't know it.
Right.
And I understand it. You dig what I'm saying? That's why, you know, it take a young P like this to light my fire, to get me to talking shit. You understand? Because I want him to get it raw and uncut. Hey, man, I want him to have some belief. I'm going to give him something to believe in. You understand me? For real, for real. Like I was just telling you, P, like I was just telling you, man, it ain't for every bitch, man. You saying, oh, man, these hoes bangs these days, these hoes. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something. And I'm gonna stop talking after this one right here. You listening to me, right? Right for this?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Man, quit fucking with these ready-made ass, faggot ass bitches. Man, go turn you something out. Hey, man, go turn you something out, man. Create you a bitch. Now, these hoes I'm talking about is bitches I turned out from their mammy house. You understand what I'm saying? The only thing they know is Johnny Cash. Turn you something out, create you a bitch. That's how
And
you
I told
up
myself, I'm done settling for just any type of bitch. I had to tell myself, like, I'm done settling because I know what I'm giving this bitch, and I know what type of shit we can produce, bro. Man, that's crazy. I just told myself that, I think, was it Saturday, Sunday, and I'm like, you know what?
Hey, man, mean it. Hey, man, you may look around, it ain't number 210, big head ass bitch. Hey, man, work on that big head ass bitch. If she's standing up and taking it in, work on that bitch, man. Give her all you got, man. You dig what I'm saying? And stay working at your next one at the same time. That's how you become great. Okay. They know how many bitches you got. We don't count heads, man. We count money. You dig what I'm saying? And one thing that is the number one rules in my household used to be this here. And I'm hoes know this here. I'm always gonna ride with my money and my respect. That's what I'm always ride with. Whoever coming there with that bag and that respect, oh, you got my attention. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna ride with you, baby, wrong or right. Come on.
The respect in the bag.
All the respect gonna have to be on top of it.
Right. That's why I had to come in. Go ahead.
Yeah, I say I'm always riding with the respect and the money. The respect gonna have to be on top and on the bottom like a bird. Yeah, give it to me like that, bitch.
Hell yeah. What you got to say about look, I be down like almost I try to be down every day. Whether it's Fig, Western, Long Beach Boulevard, no matter where is it, G Street, nigga, wherever it is. I try to be down every day. Man, there's so many hoes out here. I really be sweating them. I'm talking about these bitches be down for about all night to the morning. I'm like, bitch, you still standing here. Obviously, the situation you're in is not working for you. You're just in the way right now. So I don't and I just don't understand what you got to say about all the bitches that's really just in the way that's not even that's on the train for no reason.
Hey, sometimes, P, you know what, man? You can't. I used to be a lot like you, man. I used to feel like the pimping can change everything. And to my guy that give me the game told me, Big Daddy, man, your pimping can't change everything. You can't change every situation. Sometimes you have to leave a lot of shit alone, let that shit be. You understand me? For real, man. You got to leave that shit alone, man, because them bitches that stupid and they can't hear the rain from the thunder. Man, you don't need to fuck with them kind of bitches anyway, because she's stupid. You dig what I'm saying? She's stupid.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
You 21 years old?
Yeah.
And you down and about it? That's what's up. So,
yeah, man.
If you going up and down on that razor like that, bro, during the daytime, you know what I mean? Go ahead and fall in some of them malls, man. Go ahead and go to certain areas like the Valley and shit, man, and grab you something. You know what I mean? Spend time on that phone. You know, spend time on that phone with that broad. Spend time with that broad physically in person. You know, and make you something. Because I ain't going to lie, a lot of them little bitches that you be seeing on Fig and Western and shit, a lot of them bitches out there selling pussy for a gangbanger.
Man, that's for real.
So basically what C is telling you, man, is you really kind of put good energy to waste. You dig what I'm saying? Use that good energy and all the spot that you got right now, man. Make this shit mean something. Make it mean something. Make that shit count. You understand me? And then I'm going to tell you something else too, man. And this is going to be some cold game for you, Jack. Man, you could do more pimping at all by not saying nothing. Hey, man, bag them off the bitches. Like say, man, spend more time with your game that you got. So when you do hit that track, you know what? One of the bitches gonna be looking for you. Like, damn, I ain't seen her. Where he at? Damn, he ain't out here tonight. Damn, he ain't out here tonight.
Hey, go ahead and tell him, Johnny. You telling them right.
Hey, that 4th or 5th night when you do show up, hey, come here. Look, I'm gonna call. I've been thinking about it. Here you go. I'm just. There you go. And you ain't said 2 words to this bitch. Your thing you did is showed up.
Or if you got one bitch or a few bitches or a multitude of bitches, bitches on the track is going to see how you sending that bitch out the door. Okay? She going to see the reflection of your pimping. The attire that bitch got on. And is she in and out the motherfucking cars like the way she's supposed to be, nigga? Because if that bitch is inside and outside the motherfucking cars, she catching dates, she's serious about your money, the bitch is happy, and once them bitches see a happy bitch on the blade that's dressed properly and checking currency on a daily every motherfucking night, hey man, you gonna knock you another bitch and you ain't gotta sit up there and holler out the window like everybody else. Yeah, man, you know what I'm talking about, man, yeah, 310, you know what I mean, 465, bitch, you really got action, Bro, and another thing, because you 21 years old, you ain't got no excuse. Nigga, you need to sit up there, and because I used to do this all the time. Anytime I come to the track, I already know I got something to say better than every pimp in the game any motherfucking way. And when I get to the motherfucking track, most of them ain't doing nothing but hollering out their numbers saying a bunch of dumbass shit. So a lot of times, I actually listen to what everybody been saying. So what you want to do sometimes, you know what I mean, is Just be in the block before you even bless a bitch. And then you don't even want, I mean, at least that's how I get down. I'm not going to holler at every bitch on the blade. Because I don't want every bitch on the blade seeing me get at every bitch on the blade. Because, bitch, I'm not thirsty. Okay? So, you know what I mean?
I had to recognize that, though. You know, it's crazy. I actually had to pay attention to that. And I'm like, damn, okay, this bitch just got out of pocket a little bit. But then she just seen me get at this other bitch, too. So it's like, damn, maybe I might have fucked up my chances. Maybe I might not have. But I'm like, shit. Maybe I should slow down and just really focus in on the bitch. Maybe focus in and then hit the other block where there ain't really too many bitches at, and then get on that other bitch where this other bitch don't see it at. That way she don't feel no type of way yet.
Bro, if you do some observation, you will see that most of the niggas that's on the track don't have nothing to say, number one. Then number two, they get at every bitch that's on the track. Niggas be hanging out the window, hey, you got action though. Try me though, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck it is. Help me help you. Baby down. Help me help you though. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be the solution to the problems that's in your purse though, bitch. Fuck with a real one though. And he gonna sit up there and say his number. He gonna say his dumb ass name. And the bitch gonna walk around. That's why I be waiting for them niggas to just get away so the real pimpin' can come through, say something that need to be said. And I'm gonna tell you like this. Sometime, bro, when you on the blade, it ain't about saying something profound or a 20-letter word or something that rhyme. It's just about getting to that woman. That's it, bro. And you might make her laugh. You know what I mean? Because I done said some shit that made the bitch laugh and got her out of pocket. I done sit up there and got bitches out of pocket by roasting their motherfucking shoes, their heels, the heels that they had on. Bitch get upset, get mad at me. And I'm so cold and blessed with this motherfucking preacher, this teacher, that I changed the motherfucking energy from motherfucking negative to positive and break on the bitch because now you done got out of pocket with this representative. I done did it. So I'm talking to you from experience. I love Fig. I love Sepulveda. I love Western. You talking about places I know.
That's on it, man. You know that.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you right, man.
Oh, man, I'm taking it in.
There's more than one way to get that, man.
Yeah, you gotta sharpen your game, sharpen your motherfucking mouthpiece. Be around pimps. When you campaigning, if you got you a pimp partner, you need to be around somebody that got something to say. Because that's how you gonna get your shit tight. That's how you gonna tighten up on your shit. Steel sharp and steel. And let me drop one more thing on you, man, before I get off this motherfucking phone. Cause I'm hungry than a motherfucker, man. Check this out right here. I seen you, little man. I went check your page out, right, pimp?
Yeah.
You're a fly young pimp, man. Hey, man, you look like you're checking your little money, man. Hey, man, go invest in yourself, man. Go get you some suits, man. Go get you some pimp gear, man. Because, hey, man, the bitch don't know if you're selling keys. You understand me? Just jumped off stage doing a rap performance or not, man. You understand me?
That's what I
up on the rest of the motherfuckers, man. Go get you some slacks, man. Go get you some motherfucking gators, man. You understand me? Go get us some pimp attire, man. You're 21, man. You got the opportunity, man, to really blaze these people, man, to be great in this shit right now. But you got to do it right. It ain't no cutting no corners and saying, oh, man, yeah, man, that what them old niggas did, man. I can't do that shit. No, man. We can't change the rules. Get you some motherfucker. You see how my brother look on this motherfucker live tonight, right?
Hell yeah, man.
Hey, man,
Hey,
man, he just sitting at home, man, doing what pimps do. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Hey.
So think about when you get that motherfucking blade, man, try to get them hoes some eye candy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna take you more motherfuckers serious. I done knocked in the hole just like this here, man. I walk in the casino and them bitches hover around the machine, bullshit. I tell them hoes, look, bitch, mama size for the pimp. Hey, check this one out, bitch. You ain't getting this at home, ho. Yeah, he ain't dressing like this, ho. This how real pimps look, ho. Yeah, get you a good look, bitch. Yeah, Mr. Johnny Cash, ho. Yeah, I ain't gonna give you no number, bitch, because you ain't ready for that part of it. And walk off on him. Man, next 2 nights, that hoe walk up to me, nigga, and choose me.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this, because Johnny giving you the entire game. I'm going to tell you something that most of them don't tell them, man. You got to read. You got to read. You can't get around it. You got to read.
Look, I ain't going to say I wasted 4 years of my life, but within those 4 years of my life, I actually learned more than anything more knowledge than anything I could say. I went and did a 4-year bid when I was 16. You know, and I came home last year. I came home 2016 in May. When I say, man, all I did was study and do bullshit in there, fighting and all this shit, whatnot, you know. But overall, man, I was in there reading, sharpening my mind. And when I be talking to bitches, when I be talking to females, period, and when I talk to them and really talk to them and really have an intellectual conversation with them, they blown. Like, I don't got a problem with getting them out of pocket and all the shit. It's shit like that. Like, I done put up on a track playing, look, I done put up on a track playing Help. Somebody Help by, is it the OJ or by, I think it's
OJ.
Look, yeah. I'm pulling up on the track, blasting that. Bitches out of pocket, bitches laugh. They came, I'm telling them, oh yeah, your folks don't know nothing about this.
I like this, nigga. I'm starting to really like you, nigga. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't know nothing about it till I tapped in with Johnny Cash. I'm gonna keep it all the way real.
Hey, Johnny, what was you playing for him? Was you playing that I want to be close to you, I want to be near to you about OJ's? What was you playing?
I gave a devil their Help. I was jamming that Help.
Oh, okay.
I say, Johnny Cash, what's the name of that one, man? Oh, man, Help, man. OJ's, baby. Look it up, man. Listen to him.
I'm telling you, I done got the greatest hits. I done went and got that APB, man. I done got that Cried Together. That shit, I'm telling you, it's shit like that. I love playing that.
Johnny put you on the OJs, nigga, but I'm gonna put you on the Dramatics, okay? Get you, when you get a chance, nigga, I want you to sit up there and download a song called "I Want You to Be My Girl" by the Dramatics. You know, go ahead and download that, and then you know what I mean. Get that Delphonics. Didn't I blow your mind? You know what I mean? To ride down on a nice little fine young bitch and have that, you know what I mean? And let her know, man, how you done blew her mind with this motherfucking pimpin'. Yeah, man, good memories. Good memories in this shit. Huh?
You said, I want you to be my girl and
okay.
I want you to be mine?
Man, I'm gonna have to go, me and Johnny gonna have to go live one day giving you pimps and playlists. Okay. Exactly. Dramatics, I want you to download Dramatics. I want you to be my girl. Download that. And I also want you to get the Delphonics. Did not blow your mind. Okay? I could give you more than that, but I ain't gonna, just waste the whole video, saying that. But them two cold campaign songs, them some campaign songs, like whenever I'm riding, or especially, you know what I'm saying, limousine riding, I'm in the back, I got that window, you know what I mean, I can sit up there, or, you know what I mean, because when you doing your thing, and especially you go to another state, if you could switch rentals, or you could get inside limousines, or you might have brought something customized down there, and bitches are seeing you change, suits. She's seeing you change different cars, or you might be riding with some pimps, you know what I mean? And you got something like the Whispers playing, Welcome to My Dream, and you spitting some of the best pimping, some real anointed, prolific, profound, straight to the bitch mind type of pimping. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you like no other. When that music is playing, it's a spirit that'll come over you, and all you gotta do is open your mouth. You ain't gotta rehearse nothing. If you've been reading like you supposed to, you've been staying away from niggas that ain't got nothing to say like you supposed to, and physically doing what you supposed to do, you working out, mentally you reading, and you listening to some good ass music like the Whispers, the Dramatics, the OJs, the Temptations, some old school R. Kelly, you know what I mean? Just man. That pimpin' start ministering to your mind when you get on that blade. You will spit that shit like a Uzi. You will spit that shit like an M16. Just open your mouth and it'll come naturally.
He gonna be the Superman on the track that night. He gonna be the Superman showed up. You dig what I'm saying?
Hey.
Your superpower, Jack.
And don't get mad, hey, young P. And don't get mad when you see niggas stealing your shit. You know what I mean? Cause when you say some shit too cold, niggas gonna steal your shit and try to act like it's theirs, like they always did me. But go ahead. Yeah, Frankie Beverly, the man.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Jay?
Oh yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. My mama was from home, right? But most concerts I ever went to, man, was the Whispers, OJ. That's why I love the Whispers too, man. You know, I love all that shit right there.
Hell yeah. I was fucking with it.
PM vibe. I remember riding around with them, and that's just that PM vibe, though. You know.
Hey, Finesse, let me put you up on this game here too, man. You young, man. You're a young pimp, right? And this how I started off, man. But I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Nowadays, shit a little different. But man, when I first come into this pimping, man, I was young. Hey man, a bitch had to, that's all a bitch could listen to was that kind of music that had a message in it. All that old love hip hop shit, a bitch to listen to all that shit about Usher and them talking about fucking and all that. Bitch, we don't listen to that shit up here, ho. You gonna play some motherfucking Aretha Franklin or something, bitch. You understand me? Go put some motherfucking Marvin Gaye on, but we ain't playing that bullshit up here. Then you gonna see that whole transition. Her mind gonna transition. And she gonna start thinking and looking at this shit from a whole different standpoint. You understand what? Because you know what it's doing.
Yeah.
You know what it's doing. You gotta think about what it's gonna do to her. And she got you to break that shit down to her and explain to her exactly what they say. No, bitch, she ain't saying this shit from a swear boyfriend type of way. This what he mean, ho.
Hey, I ain't knocking what Johnny's saying, but I'ma say mix it up. Keep you some old school, but keep you some Jacquees, you know what I mean, and things like that, because you're going to have young little brides. You might want to have on something fly one day with some Giuseppe's, and you ride down the blade, young Pete, and you got, you know what I mean, you got some Usher Seduction playing or something, you know what I mean? You might want to put on some motherfucking Floetry, say yes. You know what I mean? Switch it up on that bitch, man. You know what I mean? Keep some SOB playing. You know, switch up that to the new and the old. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie. Them little 19 and 20-year-old bitches, you know what I mean? Because I already know how Johnny is. Johnny gonna be like, you don't like this? Bitch, you don't like the OJs? Bitch, you a fag? And die. Woo! Johnny gonna tell that bitch to die. You don't like what? You don't like this song? Bitch, you ain't no hoe. Die. Man, hold on, bitch, you ain't no hoe. Hold on. But, yeah, go ahead, bro. Because it is getting late. I'm going to have Johnny and Dan give out their information because I do want to come back and I do want to see who wins this debate between me and Johnny and others. We're going to come back, man, and probably talk about some music and take some calls later on and shit. But I do need to make some phone calls. I do need to sit up there, you understand me, and eat some of this fruit and water. Look at somebody talking about Willie Hutch. You know what I mean? But matter of fact, young P, before you leave, did you want to give your Instagram out or something? Matter of fact, no. You know what? No. Matter of fact, hold on. No, I can't even let you because you done said some things. So I ain't gonna let you on this one. When you call in on the next one, I'll let you say some things because you done said some things on this one. But just to let y'all,
man. Hey, I just want to let y'all. It's a pleasure, man, for real, man. To congregate and you know and chop it up with some real ones, though, man. For real, man. Y'all,
hey, man, the pleasure all ours, man. Hey, man, you make my night, man. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Man.
Yeah, I appreciate you calling in, man. See, you always gotta keep Young Pimpin' around because Young Pimpin' always gonna bring that fire, that energy, man. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you.
100, man. That's 100, man. Y'all have a blessed night, man. For real.
You too, man. You be safe, man. You be safe, man.
All right, man. I'll tap back in with y'all sooner than later.
Okay, man. Blessings to you, Young P.
All right, now.
All right. Yeah, Dan, go ahead and bless him with your information before we get out of here.
You can find me on Instagram at DankyDanky _BP. Then on Facebook, Danky 4C, and that's FORFDEE.
Yeah,
Johnny?
man, y'all can catch me on that IG at @Johnny Cash. Once again, the IG is @Johnny Cash. Y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. I got videos coming soon, man. I promise y'all, man. I know I've been procrastinating, but they coming I lied to y'all. I won't say nothing at all.
You did. Well, look, before y'all leave out of here, share this video on Facebook. And if you haven't liked this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you got time, if you're going to be up tonight, make sure that you come back probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I know a lot of y'all going to be asleep, but we're going to probably come back an hour and a half. And I'm going to debate with Johnny. I'm going to sit up there and make it.
Hey, I'm going to have my shit ready for you, man. We're going to debate. I'm going to have my little music ready and everything. We're going to compare the notes and everything, man. We're going to get to the bottom of this shit tonight.
Yeah. Me and Johnny going to go back and forth debating. I might even have S3xually bring his ass on here because I think that Don't Be a Menace in South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood was a more funnier movie than Coming to America. Because Coming to America was not... Coming to America was not funny all the way through. It had too many serious parts in the movie. See, Coming to America has some hidden messages. It gets serious on certain parts. Coming to America was not funny all the way from the beginning to the end. Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood was funny from the beginning to the end. All the way. It came in with comedy. It ended with comedy. Coming to America didn't do that. It was funny, but it wasn't like that. No.
Well, that's another one we got to debate about.
Yeah, we gonna have. We can.
One of my favorites.
That's why I gotta learn how to do this shit, P. Like the views that's been gained, the subscribers that's been gained, it could have been more to gain. I gotta look more into it because we gonna start giving reactions to certain things. And you already know when the pimpin' come together and we debating and going back and forth and shit, we gonna kill all of them other, it ain't even gonna be no competition, just too much personality. But when we come back, it's gonna be Bobby Womack against KC. We gonna get into some other debates too because I know me and Johnny don't agree on everything. You know, that's my brother. You know what I mean? We debate and we still be cool after Oz, just like me and S3xually.
Oh, believe that shit. Believe that.
Yeah, but like I said, matter of fact, it's at, you know, man, because y'all know when we about to leave. As soon as I start telling everybody to get their information, y'all be acting like it's the basketball game. Y'all start leaving out the bleachers when I say that part. It's like, oh, they about to hang it up. But we going to be back. Matter of fact, I'm going to get off here so we can come back. Because I'm trying to come back probably it's 11:36 now. We going to probably come back. If we don't come back in an hour, we definitely going to come back in an hour and a half and debate. So all the music heads that's going to be up that ain't got to work tomorrow, or maybe you do got to work tomorrow, but you ain't got to work to the daytime, fuck with me. Fuck with me, man. I hope you guys live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Stay blessed. One.